Hey, everybody, it's Tuesday, February 17th, 2026. Welcome to the Giant Bombcast, episode 928. I am your host, Jan Ochoa. Happy Lunar New Year to those that celebrate. Speaking about Lunar New Year, we got the big stallion himself, the co-captain of the ship, Jeff Grubb.
Why won't Nintendo let me download the Virtual Boy app and ruin my eyes?
Ooh. Speaking about ruining his eyes, he's already tapped in to the Virtual Boy reality. He's coded in red, Dan Reichert.
And also, ruined my eyes as a child intentionally. So,
I told my kids that story the other day.
Oh, you did? Did they think that was cool?
It's like a warning. It's like, don't lie to me or else you'll end up like Dan Reichert.
I wonder how many people have used me as a warning for their children.
Yeah. It's been useful.
Speaking about cautionary tales.
Look at you and be like,
Speaking about cautionary tales and warnings, he is right there at the gates of the 3D printers warning you to keep it all on the DL. Jeff Bacalar.
Yeah, that's me. I'm a 3D printer cop. I printed out my 3D my cop badge.
That's
now
right.
I'm a cop now.
We haven't asked you to turn in your 3D printed badge and gun. You could probably make one of those now. I don't want to think about that future. I want to think about the future with the bird boy of games media, Mike Minotti.
Wow, happy Lunar New Year. Happy Mardi Gras. Do those often fall on the same day? Is this a strange
They're the same thing, right? Yeah. Just the exact same thing.
Yeah, you can't eat fish
that?
on Fridays. You give something up for 40 days, and then you hand red envelopes to little children and family members.
That sounds familiar. And then that's when you have to take the top off, right? Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Boys, how y'all doing? We just came off of a 3-day weekend here in the States. It was also Valentine's Day weekend as well.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, how was your Valentine's Day?
I'm not happy. Listen, I pulled a fast one this year. I planned a ski trip on Valentine's Day, and what am I supposed to do? I can't do anything romantic. We're skiing. It's not like you can't do anything there.
Yeah, like a little smooch at the
on the gondola
on
the ski lift or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we do that anyway.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Every day is Valentine's Day on the slopes. I mean, come on. But I wasn't expected to do anything like over the top. I mean, come on. A ski trip's a big deal. You got a lot of planning, a lot of equipment to haul.
For the daddies in the group here, which is just two of them,
You're all daddies in my eyes.
Thank you, Grub. I needed that for my fragile ego. Have you found Valentine's Day with the little gimmicks has changed because now you just foist all the stuff onto the little gimmick instead?
Yeah, for the most part. I get a lot of
Like
I gotta get flowers for three people now instead of just one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
that's not what you meant, Jan, right?
No, I was thinking like, oh, Dylan, now it's your responsibility to make the Valentine's Day for your mom.
Yeah, like I'm gonna rely on that guy for anything.
Right,
what are you talking about?
Yeah. Wow.
What are you talking?
No way.
I spent some of my Valentine's Day inside of an igloo, and it was awesome. And I was like, you know what? They should offer this as a place to live all year round because I don't want to go anywhere. It's awesome in here.
Summer. Yeah.
Igloos are the best. I've decided. It's the best way to live, folks.
The best. Number one.
How's the internet in an igloo?
Damn it, that's
fine. What do you mean, fine?
I beat you to it.
Fine. And it's fine here, too. I'm on my third modem in 6 months, Mike. So everything's peachy.
Okay.
I think I still put houseboat above igloo, Bacalar, on my ranking of houses and domiciles. Igloo's not beating houseboat. A houseboat can move.
Yeah, that's part of the problem, I think, is that it can move and get me nauseous.
Are you thinking, Grub, a houseboat on like a river or like just out in the open?
I mean, a lake or a river. Okay. Probably a lake.
Like in the new Roadhouse, like that?
Yeah, right. Like I want to look exactly like Jake Gyllenhaal in the new Roadhouse. Yeah.
Minotti reminds me of Conor McGregor in the new Roadhouse. He's always walking around like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's me. I got crazy eyes. I'm going to hurt you.
I spent some time while I was skiing. There was an igloo. I got to the igloo like 10:30. People are like drinking like heavy cocktails at 10:30 during their ski day.
In the morning,
I mean,
right?
they're trying to kill themselves, like, right? That's what they're trying to do if you're drinking that early on the ski
It's
lift.
pretty dangerous, but
Yeah.
it's like I was surprised at how many people were inside the igloo, like many drinks deep at 10:30 in the morning.
Big
I was
is
like,
this
I
igloo?
was also gonna ask.
This is not the cartoon igloo I was
We're all picturing the exact same
Like a
igloo from
tiny-
cartoons that maybe like
Yeah.
2 adults and a child could sit cross-legged in.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
This wasn't a fucking cartoon, folks.
You need to specify, all right?
My one point of reference.
I mean, this igloo's substantial. I'd say on the inside, like 2,000, 3,000 square feet, like very
there's
large.
people.
That's
Okay.
more like a
No.
Bigloo.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody.
I'm posting some
man.
pictures in our chat, but like it was substantial. Like it was a very large igloo that could probably hold, I would say, 75 people comfortably.
Oh, that's
Jesus Christ.
That's
How many ice cubes does it take to make that?
I don't know how they do it. I don't know.
they don't. They're not
How
building
does the
it
ice
like
stick together?
This
with
was
water.
so- yeah,
But it
I
freezes.
would
they
imagine
make it
there's
out
like
of snow and then they pat it down with water.
That makes
it's
sense.
got to be some sort of like core foundation, right? Like they have to. I'm sure, like the way you build like a tent, like an outdoor tent. I would imagine it has like a steel sort of frame,
Yeah,
and then they
probably.
somehow like I don't.
Maybe your
it's
fancy
legit.
lodge igloos, but not like that real shit.
I mean, it was enormous, and like, oh my god, the pretzels. There was like great pretzels there, and
Eating
beverages.
pretzels in an igloo?
That
You're
sounds
de-
great.
dude. Like I said, that's
Cheese?
all I need in life. I'm not
Cheese?
moving. There might have been cheese.
You got a pretzel and no cheese?
Mustard?
I
Did
think
you
it was
have
like
mustard?
a garlic. It was like a garlic sauce that came with it. That was
Okay, that sounds pretty good too.
delightful.
That sounds good.
I had
pretty
some
good.
champagne
Lovely.
for what it's worth.
Okay.
You know.
Champagne, that's good. I went down to Florida, visit my girlfriend, and it was also her birthday weekend.
Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Peyton. Happy birthday, babe. So that was a good time.
How are the igloos down there?
Not very few igloos in Florida. It's funny because like it was in the 70s or maybe 60s, so a lot of them were freezing, and I felt so happy to be there. It's been such a cold winter. It's warmed up a bit since I got home, but I remember just walking from my car to the airport was miserable.
Oh.
But it was fun. She took me to a tiki bar in Orlando called Endless
Permanent Vacation.
Permanent Vacation. That's it. Thank you. How do you remember better than I do? Whew, thank you.
I'm known for my memory, Mike.
Yeah. That was fantastic. One of my drinks came in a glass that looked like a pig, and they put like what looked like a cigar, but no, it's just kind of a scented rolled up paper thing, and it was on fire. And you know they play a song and they do a whole thing, and I got to drink out of my pig, and I was very, very happy. I finally went to the Cirque du Soleil show in Disney Springs. I didn't go to a theme park, but we went to Disney Springs where like all the restaurants are for Valentine's Day. And I was like, oh, there's a Cirque du Soleil show here all the time.
Real
like,
quick.
They have a permanent building. Yo,
Mikey, is Disney Springs similar to like a downtown Disney in Anaheim?
it used to be called Downtown Disney here also. They expanded it some years back, and it's just
Is that
called
like
Disney
the City Walk?
It's like a City Walk. It's much bigger than City Walk, but yeah,
Okay.
very similar. Very simple. Yeah, Cirque du Soleil has like a permanent show there. So we saw that, and it was awesome. And one of the like funny people in the show saw my bald head and like jumped off the stage and kissed it at one point. And that was fun. And then some cast member came running at me to give me my badge afterwards. It says, I'm celebrating Best Audience Performer at Cirque du Soleil Drawn to Life. So now I have this forever. So that felt very good.
Congratulations, dude.
You
I
are
love
the
being
best
singled
audience
out.
member.
Yeah. Had a bit of trouble getting home, though. Like, my flight was supposed to be Sunday night. I'm like, okay, maybe Monday I'll check out that Diablo 2 stuff, which I'm going to add to the rundown, Jeff, by the way. And then what else? And then we get there like, oh, it's delayed a little bit because of a storm here. That's okay. Get on the plane. We're taxiing for a bit. Then they're like, oh, it's delayed real bad now because there's fog over there. So we get off the plane, and they're like, oh, so how delayed are we? And they're like, would you believe, it's already midnight there, 10:40 p.m. tomorrow. Oh, boy, right?
I feel like I used to never have flight delays and crazy flight bullshit. And I feel like in the last, let's say year or so, 80% of my travel has gotten fucked up in some way.
Weird.
I've never had the
what
get
could
on
it
a plane
be?
and be told to get off thing before, and happened twice in the last few months.
Oh, that's crazy.
That happened like 4 times in a day to me. Now, was it the Bombathon or Game of the Year or something? Like,
Game of the
it's
Year,
awful.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's like I get it. There's fog over there. I don't want to land over there and then have to drive through fog for an hour anyways. And then once no planes are landing there, then of course it's going to take a while to get all the planes there. So I did get it. My problem was I was real hangry for a bit because all the restaurants were closed and there weren't vending machines even the Hudson News thing was closed. There's just no way to get food
you got it. That's why your carry-on bag, you always got to have like 2 or 3 protein bars in there just in case.
But luckily, once I got out the terminal and the main hub area, there was a single McDonald's open. I've never been happier to see a McDonald's in my life. And I went embarrassingly hard at that McDonald's.
What are we talking?
What's the order? 100 nugs?
I got a double quarter pounder combo, large fry, large drink, and 10 nuggets. That seems like
okay. That's not that crazy. That's not that bad.
That's reasonable.
That seems.
I've done that.
When you're hangry, yeah, that's good.
I was hangry. It
was
a
Friday night.
Yeah, it was good. Then I knew I could go back to my girlfriend's house, but she was asleep, and I didn't know she had to work the next day. So I'm like, I don't want to call her. Like, hey, come drive another 30 minutes and come get me. Luckily, eventually, she kind of woke up on her own and saw and said I could come over. So I was saved. I was fine, and just got to hang out a bit more, and it was all right. I got bumped up to the big FC, the first class, on my way back home for free.
You did?
Yeah, was living it up on there,
for
man.
Free?
It was
it's great.
And somehow, it's an incredible coincidence. The flight attendant
kissed you on the cheek?
No, it's a patient of no, my girlfriend would not like that. It's a patient of my father's.
What?
So
what?
So
how did this come up?
Yeah.
Hooking me up. I don't know. Somehow my dad texted me like, "Oh, hey, I know the flight's on your flight." I don't know how it came. I think when I told my dad,
well, they're texting during their affair, obviously.
Jesus Christ!
Whoa,
what the fuck?
I'm sorry. We have to eliminate that as a possibility now.
Wow.
Explain yourself. These circumstances are almost unbelievable.
I think so. When I told my dad, my dad's always very concerned about my safety when I'm traveling. Sure. I told him the flight's been canceled. I think the next day he just texted a flight attendant patient of his that he knew worked for Breeze and was I don't know, just ask about it. And she was probably yeah, that's my flight. Oh, so and then they figured it out from there, right?
Hey,
I think
so
I think she fucked me up.
I was gonna say,
gave me the FC.
Did she give you the FC?
I think she.
I feel like Bacalar has thoughts here.
It's just the level of access here is just unprofessional. I can't get on with this. What are we doing here, man? I've texted in a fucking flight attendant favor to see if little Mikey's okay.
I mean, that sounds pretty on brand for him, to be honest, actually. Just we're working weird connections to try to affect things he can't affect for my safety. Like when planes take off and land.
And I'm sorry, what is this fictional airline you're flying? What is this
called?
Febreze?
Febreze Airlines?
It's a smaller airline, but they have direct flights out of a smaller airport in Akron. It's really nice because it's cheaper, but it's not like a Frontier or a Spirit where it's the government
kick you in the nuts before you get on.
Yeah, and it's you have no space between seats, and they still have a first class section, things like that.
Right. Second question, follow-up. Describe first class on Breeze Airlines.
It was good, just like all the other ones. You got only 2 seats per little section, nice and tons of legroom and stuff, free drinks, including the booze
United.
And snacks. And even though I didn't ask for it, she slipped me a bag of peanut M&Ms. I was like, that's very nice. Even though they would have been free if I asked for them.
Are you sure you want to be talking about this on the podcast, Mike? We know your girlfriend listens to this. This is egregious.
Just as a favor, my dad has got some free peanut M&Ms. I say them. I'll give them to her next time if she wants. I don't even really eat peanut M&Ms, actually. But I liked the gesture, right?
Yeah.
It was nice.
All right.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing that happens like what's the Jim Carrey movie where he is
The Mask.
Yes,
the Truman
Man?
Show.
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, Truman Show.
Mike's in like a Truman Show situation where his dad is producing a show about his life or something.
His dad is Ed Harris up in the clouds.
Are you saying I have a main character problem?
It's not a problem. It's working out great.
It's great, actually.
Yeah, we were just the
fantastic.
aggressive side characters in your life.
Yeah,
Mike.
I'm fine with that. It's working out great.
I gotta talk to your dad, man.
Yeah.
I
Gotta get these cats together.
I've wanted to talk to him on content as well, and Mike always tells me it would be very disappointing.
No, I don't need it for content. I don't want to like exploit the poor
I want to
guy.
do a podcast with that man.
I just want
be
to
good podcast.
We should all do a
climb
dad
up in that
swap.
brain.
We should all do a dad swap and do a podcast with each other's dads.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Bachelor and Paul Reichert. That's going to be that duo.
Hell no.
I can't imagine. My dad, I think, would have a brain aneurysm of worry if Dan Reichert was his son. Actually, I don't know. He's very much of he's very like a worrying father. Like, oh, I text, he still wants me to text him my like flight. Like, oh yeah, I'm at the airport now. I'm in the plane. Now
Mine does that too.
Landed. Now I'm home. It's Can you sleep now, father?
Does Dr. Minotti do the same with your brothers?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
for sure.
And you're the oldest, right?
Middle. I'm in the middle. Shocking, I know.
It's not shocking. Yeah, I just like I have a similar thing with my dad. I'm just like, Dad, I'm 43. Like, what are we doing here, bud? Like,
Right.
what's happening?
I always hate to say it, but I'll be like, look, if something happens to the plane, I bet you'll find out.
Yeah.
you don't need to hear about it from me.
So look, I'm not saying it's not cool that dads still care, but I think like the way they present their care is a lot.
Well, I know
there's a
what
way
it
to
is
do
because
it.
I experience it. It's like I care, but only because it's really causing me a ton of stress. Like
Sure.
I'm like if you get hurt, that's going to be a lot of problems for me. So
For sure.
so that's like stop that from happening up front.
Sadly, I think you're correct, Grub.
That's
I
what
think
it
it
is,
is more of like, look, would be great for you to survive this trip, right?
Yeah.
But at
Can
the
you
end of the
imagine how
day,
emotionally damaged I'll be if you die? Like, I'll make sure that
Exactly,
doesn't happen to you,
I'm doing
father.
all the supernatural shit I can to ensure that
I've loaded
you
up all the crystals.
survive this stuff. Yeah,
I
I'm
got my
rubbing every
peanut
crystal in the
M&Ms.
closet. Yeah.
All right, folks. We've been in an igloo. We've been on the FC of a plane. Anything else significant happen over the 3-day weekend?
I had Valentine's Day dinner at White Castle.
Lovely. I
Yeah,
saw
that
the
looks
picture.
really nice.
Looked
It
really
was
nice.
fantastic. It was really, really
Yeah.
fun. You had to get reservations. They have candlelight. They have like, roses on the table and stuff like that. And it's just so fun seeing all the people that work there that like just one day a year, they're like waiting tables. And it's like, I wonder if that's like fun for them or it's like, oh, this is like a fun,
resent
unique
it.
day of work. Or if it's like, oh, we got to do the fucking Valentine's shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, they get tips and stuff.
Oh.
Which they didn't really know. I asked about that. I was like, how do we tip here? And they're like, well, you got to do like, if it's not cash, it's like Zelle or Venmo. And I was like, I'll just leave some cash on the table here. But yeah, I wonder if they like it. It's I thought it was a fun thing. It was like a mix of like younger couples and then extremely old couples.
That's what you want. That's how you know you're at a fine establishment.
Did the menu change at all, Dan, or was it just the same stuff?
It was the exact.
plus-
I mean, they had like a fold-out menu. I've got it here, where it's like it is Valentine's Day themed and everything, and it's like, but it's just like sliders, and they had limited time triple cheese tots. I got those; those were great. But yeah, had a really good time with that. And then we went to Applebee's and got cocktails, and then we saw Nirvana, the band, the movie, the show. Which
How was that?
I
need to go see it so bad.
Okay,
I've been watching it like clips nonstop for like the
So
last
this is
4 days.
I think this is a very stupid question. I know the answer now, but this is not actually about Nirvana, huh?
Oh my
No.
God.
It is the movie of a show that's been. It was a web series.
you
Then
know
it was a
We
show.
Wednesday, We Shop Wednesday.
I learned very
it's from that.
recently that it's those people, and now I'm
Oh,
interested.
yes,
And
it's
they
those
are
people.
geniuses. They are geniuses. The show has always been genius. This movie is right in line with the show. It is absolutely fantastic. I talked to Mary Kish, who went in knowing nothing, and she thought it was a documentary, and that's hilarious if you've seen the movie.
That's so funny. Okay,
That's
Yes,
great. That's
yeah.
great.
So
Yeah.
incredible stuff. It's so good. And also Matt Johnson, one of the guys, he did that BlackBerry movie. Who's
he did?
in
Oh,
it and directed
snap.
it. Like they're awesome. I love those
he's
guys.
extremely talented.
Yeah.
Cool.
Boy, when I was at that tiki bar, and there one of the cocktails was called Face Off, and I texted Dan immediately, very excited, but then I just kept getting more drunk at the tiki bar, and like kept texting, and then made us order one so we can get it too, and be like, "Look, Dan, it's the Face Off, like that movie you like." Ah! And he's like, "Yeah, that's great, Mike."
I remember the name of the
No, you
bar
were
and
very
everything. Yeah.
excited. Yeah. You were better than I did. I had a lot. They had another drink there that came in like a diver helmet, and it was like a mule. That was called the Benz. That's right. The Ben
with the Z, like mine's
No, not
style?
that guy. Not
okay.
not the face spaghetti game.
No, the
Right.
internal, your entrail spaghetti game. Yes, where your body gets all smushed together.
Yeah. I want to go see that movie though. I want to know not much more about it than the fact it's not a documentary about Nirvana, and then I want to go see it.
It has nothing to do with the band Nirvana. I think you should just go see
It has
that
everything
movie.
to do with Nirvana the band, though. Yes.
Yes,
Right,
Nirvana
exactly.
the band with 2 N's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible show. Seriously, if people haven't seen it, it's one of the best I've ever seen.
It's I'm getting more excited about it. Like I'm hearing great things, but then just going back and watching all those clips, it's like, oh yeah, some people actually are funny because I'm so used to now YouTube clips or shorts on like Instagram where it's like, oh, this is comedic. I'm sensible chuckling, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm usually not cracking up, and then I'll watch 2 things from Nirvana the band the show, and it's the funniest shit I've ever seen. They are literal geniuses.
I put it up there with like Arrested Development or Nathan Fielder's best stuff. You know, it is like that level of great. Which Backlar, are you familiar with the movie at all?
I know about this movie. Yes.
Do you know like what is a major crux of the plot of the movie?
No.
Okay, I'll just say this. Back to the Future is a massive part of this movie.
I
It is
love
like,
Back to the Future.
Back
No,
to the
that's
Future is like
Backlar's thing,
at the
Mike.
core of this movie.
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's very, very, very good.
That's a good movie.
It was honestly like a perfect weekend because it was just like I beat a game. I wrote a review of a game that'll be going up in the near future. So I basically just played a game the whole weekend and then saw a movie, ate White Castle, had some drinks. It was just like that's an ideal 3-day weekend.
Living
It's
the dream,
Metroid,
baby.
it's Metroid Prime 4 again. He gave it 2 stars this time.
I just can't stop playing it.
Folks,
5
it's,
stars seems crazy now that I think about it. Like,
I know it's still early access, but Dan reviewed Lort.
Yeah, he's insisted.
Yeah.
It's very funny now, Dan, because you do know every time you review a game, it's going to be, oh, so this is worse than Metroid Prime 4.
I messaged you and I said,
Yeah.
like, I'm fucked. I just have to
I
retire.
have to
Like, it's
retire.
just like,
Yeah, no.
It's like, yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
might.
get that question forever.
It's that. That's gonna suck for you,
anything
bro.
anything I don't give 5 stars to is gonna be like, okay, so Metroid Prime 4 is better than this. Like,
Yep,
great,
that's
great.
your life now.
Ready
Yep.
for it.
All
Bring
right,
it on.
Grub, any fun festivities or events?
We got a heart-shaped pizza from Jets.
Yes.
That was fun.
Ooh, nice.
I also beat a video game, and then we made some chocolate-covered strawberries. Like you could buy those, and it's super expensive. Make them at home. That shit's awesome.
Hell yeah.
And then I just ate that all weekend. It was good.
I say this not to be sad or a Debbie Downer, but this is my first Valentine's being single in quite a while. And let me tell you,
Aww.
it's okay. Let me tell y'all. Wow, you can just fucking do whatever you want when you're single, huh?
Yeah.
You grilled a fish, didn't you?
I grilled a fish.
Wow.
I had
you
this
were forbidden before.
exactly. I couldn't do it before. I had this small yakitori grill that I bought years ago, and like the special charcoal. I lit that bitch up, and then I grilled a fucking fish.
Yeah.
And then
You do whatever you want.
I had the best advancement in pizza technology. Dan, you know what I'm talking about. That's right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs.
Oh, the puff. Are those the one we talked to Jade Cargill about?
Yes, and I have
Yeah,
not.
those were good.
I can't get them out of my fucking head.
They're good.
Anyway, Jeff Grubb, how can folks support all of these shenanigans and us over here at Giant Bomb?
Yeah, after hearing that, it'd be insane not to go to giantbomb.com/join and become a premium member. If you do that, you ensure the future of the kinds of stuff that we like to make, the kinds of stuff that you like to watch. We are independent, no corporation behind us. We need your support, and we thank everybody who has provided it so far. And if you want to join that, go to giantbomb.com/join, become that premium member. And if you can't, we understand. Tell a friend about the website. Share it. Go put it in Discord somewhere. Thank you, everybody.
Go. You know, if you're seeing somebody new, if you start dating somebody, and you want to introduce your interests to them, show them us first, and that'll be a good barometer. You know, hey.
Yeah,
this
right now. Yeah, this scene right here. Us
the
waving.
person
Yeah.
that had you listen to the podcast, they paid off all of my student loan debt. Wow. It's amazing.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
job.
that's great.
Folks, let's talk about games.
That was a great intro segment, everybody. Good job.
Yeah, I'm really proud
10
of
out
us.
of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Everyone's
Yeah.
doing great.
We're changing the review scale to starbursts too, by the way.
Oh,
Okay.
It would be very fun if we started doing Meltzer stuff where we just start adding stars.
yeah.
Hey, it turns out to go up to 8 stars all along. You just
Yeah, in the Tokyo Dome, of course. Yeah.
Speaking about numbers and all that jazz, Dan Riker, you've been playing a game that I think we played on a UPF. Feels like years ago. CiniCross.
Yeah, we did it on the Steam Next Fest thing, and I think I knew immediately I was going to like it because I like roguelites and I love any form of Picross. And in terms of just like standard Picross, just lousy with them. You know, it's all over the Switch with all the Picross S series and all that stuff. And then, you know, I still go back and play 3D, the 3DS Picross from time to time. This is a roguelite take on it. It's like if you have kind of Balatroed up Picross, although it's maybe more like it's like Slay the Spire with like it's got the map with the branching paths, and you can choose like, okay, here's a more difficult puzzle, here's a campfire where you can restore some HP. So like you do have HP and things like that, and you have a timer. So that's the big thing that changes like Picross here. Picross, I think, is a lot of people would see it as like a Sudoku or a crossword or something like that. You take your time with it. This has a timer. So you have an overall like life timer, and once it runs down, you start taking HP hits. So it's very interesting to like, it's a cool challenge for me because I consider myself like very good at Picross. And so it is really fun to like, oh, okay, I've only got 1:40 left on my timer, and here's a level 5 difficulty thing. That's going to be like a 25 by 25 puzzle. I wonder if I can beat it that fast. And like you are getting like consumables and things like that. There are shops. It's all the like traditional roguelite elements and things like that. So I can pop this thing and get an extra minute. Or I can press this thing and it'll like fill in 20 random squares. Or this will uncover all the cells in an X pattern or something like that.
Cool.
So, and you are getting artifacts, you know, kind of like the Joker type stuff. They are not, I feel like there's less you can do with Picross than you can with poker. Because like the artifacts, I'll say, aren't quite as exciting as like the Balatro Jokers. Mm-hmm. It is stuff where it's like, okay, every puzzle is going to have a certain amount of gold cells, and you can if you fill these in time, you're going to get extra gold for the shop, and you'll get artifacts that make them last longer or give you more gold and things like that. It's not as exciting as far as the artifact stuff, but even just the timing element of it, I think adds a ton. And then you do have your boss fights. That's a lot more like Balatro, where it's like there are gimmicks to each boss fight. So It's like, okay, this one, every once in a while, the screen's going to turn red, and if you fill in a cell during that, you're going to take an HP hit. There's ones where, like, okay, on this boss fight, the numbers for the clues spin around. So, like, they're just constantly spinning as you're trying to figure out how many, like, is that a 9 or is that a 6? Is that, yeah. So,
oh, no.
Certain things like that. But, yeah, I will take any twist on Picross, and I feel like there just haven't been many. So I very much have enjoyed playing this.
Is there, like, a narrative?
No.
Okay.
I mean, there's like some flavor text and stuff. Like you die, and it's like, oh, the light flickered out, and it's like, you know, there are like allusions to a campfire and shops and stuff like that. But there aren't like characters or there's no like cutscene or anything.
But it's not even like Inscription, right? Where it's like, oh, you're gonna break away from. Okay.
I'd say it's like as much as like a Balatro, which means just pretty much not anything. Maybe it's got more personality than it has like any kind of narrative. You know.
Okay. Got it. This is the 1.0 release, right? So like,
it's out now.
Okay, it's out. So like the idea that like it's not as exciting as some of these other ones, but it doesn't feel like that's going to change. This game is just what it is, right?
It is, yeah. And again, I was trying to think like, you know, what could you do? Yeah. Like with Balatro, there's just so many different hands and cards and things like that. I feel like there's just more you can do there. Yeah. And Picross is just filling in squares based on what numbers tell you. So, you know, I don't think it's not because this game didn't have good ideas. I just don't think there's a lot you can do with that format as far as mixing it up with the artifacts and all that stuff. So it does well with what it can do, you know.
Okay. And then last thing, like, does the Picross style stuff feel integral, or like could they just like swap this out for like Sudoku and this game wouldn't change all that much? Is it like, do you feel like they're doing something very specific with the fundamental gameplay of a Picross?
Yeah, I mean, because it is stuff about like, you know, your abilities and your consumables and stuff are like you can choose like a dot on the grid and it'll fill in a 5x5 around it, or you know, the X pattern and stuff like that. Whereas like Sudoku is always just that kind of like, you know, 3x3, 9x9 thing. Yeah. You know, Picross can be all sorts of different configurations and stuff like that.
Dan, I've seen you absolutely murder at a game of Picross and Sudoku. Has a Rubik's Cube ever caught your interest at all?
Yes. Oh. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I love logic puzzles. And as a child, when they would send me off to the gifted school every Monday, they just surround you with logic puzzles. So it's a bunch of like, oh, this person can't sit next to this person has to have a red shirt, this person, whatever. And then you got your tangrams. I love the tangrams. I was great at logic puzzles, great at the tangrams. If Picross had been around back then, holy shit, that would have been all for me. But then they also had Rubik's Cubes laying around everywhere. And try as I might, I would sit there for so long and try to figure that thing out. And something about just the spatial element of the Rubik's Cube, I could never quite like that and these sliding puzzles, like in Wind Waker, you know, the ones where it's like, you know, you slide the squares around and you try to make a picture. Something about that, like I can get like 1 or 2 squares where I need it to be, and then it all gets fucked up when I try to change something. Like I cannot wrap my head around that. So I think logic and numbers and things like that, I'm very good at. I think the spatial type stuff like that, like Rubik's Cubes and tile puzzles, I just cannot do.
Speaking about spatial awareness, I think this may kill your spatial awareness if you wear it too long. Gang, not only is it Lunar New Year, it's also Virtual Boy Day.
Yeah.
I drank out of my Virtual Boy mug this morning that I got from the museum.
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. My brother had one of those, but it chipped already because mugs suck.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Except our mugs that you can get at store.giantbomb.com.
Nah,
Oh, no.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
You wouldn't?
they'll probably just break.
Yeah, I feel like if I went to your kitchen, Mike, I'm gonna find some mugs.
People keep gifting them to me. I'm not going to like throw them on the ground in front of them, right? What am I going to
Hey,
do?
Mike, take your headphones off real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's all get him a mug at PAX.
I was just thinking you shouldn't
Sure.
have said that because I think it's just
Yeah.
funny if we just keep giving him mugs forever
Yeah,
now.
like nothing but
every
mugs.
in-person event we go to from here on out, let's get him a mug.
Does he have a
Right.
P.O. box? Can we tell everyone to send him mugs?
I have, yes, we have a shared one. So yeah, I'll make
So
sure.
you
I'll
could
make
just-
sure they
you
get
could dump
them.
it at the front door.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
great.
absolutely.
This is what he
Okay,
wants. You're playing into his plan.
I don't think I honestly
I
don't think
really
he would
don't
want
think he
a
wants
bunch
this.
of mugs.
Who wants
dropped
more
off.
than 2 mugs in their house?
Me.
Yeah,
I want
right.
a lot.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Mike,
no.
Mike lives on by himself. He doesn't need that many mugs.
No.
Yeah.
That's why it's funny if he has like
Exactly.
hundreds.
Exactly,
Yeah.
And like,
Okay,
okay,
all right.
okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah,
Sorry.
you can put it back on.
All
You can put it back on.
right.
Yeah.
Headphones.
You're good.
I'm back. I bet nothing was discussed about me personally.
No.
No, it had nothing to do with you.
So the Virtual Boy gang, this is where you take your Switch 2 and throw it into like a visor thing, right?
Yeah.
It's called Vamp.
It's over there. It's,
Okay.
yeah, I did get mine in. I put it together, so I'm ready to go. Oh, look at it. It is. Come on. It's beautiful. I
It's
know.
such a good-looking piece of hardware.
I know it became a joke and it's a failure, but look at this thing. It's cool.
Yeah. It's got Dodge Viper red. It just looks like the 90s.
Yeah.
It is so stupid, and I love it so much. Even like this morning, I sit down at the coffee table, and I'm like, here we go. And like, I never really spent much time playing the Virtual Boy, maybe 5 minutes at a Funkoland in 1995. And I started playing, and I was like, oh, these games suck. It's like, but I was still so happy. I was like, this is such a ridiculous thing. And this thing actually works very well at like doing the 3D effect. It
does.
works way better than I expected. Like we joke about it's a $100 piece of plastic, which it is, but it does do what the Virtual Boy was supposed to do. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm even kind of excited because I never had the Labo VR thing, and this will work for like Smash Brothers on Switch has a kind of VR mode, just makes things look really 3D. I want to try that
too.
And it works in this Virtual Boy thing. Now I'm like, okay, I'll do that. Sure.
Odyssey's, I think, is just like Mario runs around the beach. I guess I didn't explore it too much, but I think it's just like, isn't this fucking crazy? And I'm like, oh, okay, that's it. So kind of disappointing.
You see Mario's
I can't
nipples
get
in
this
3D.
Virtual Boy app to download. I'm going insane. I want to spend $100
Are the
on
stores
this thing.
too? People are like clogging the pipes.
I have no idea. Probably not. When I get
Nintendo servers are shut down because of Virtual Boy Day.
that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But no, I get through the eShop and then it's like, all right, click the button, free download, and then it's like, all right, air every
weird.
time. It's frustrating.
Is this true? Chat says that you can play all of Breath of the Wild in VR.
That's true. I believe that's
I think
true.
that's true. I think
Insane.
that's
Who
true.
wants
There
to
you
do
go.
that?
Would
Get
I
back
be able
into
to
it,
do
Dan.
that in this Virtual Boy? Because that sounds like an
Yeah.
unbelievably fun and stupid thing to do.
You
Have you
could.
have you taken the red filter off yet to see like just the raw pixels?
No.
Oh,
I
raw
didn't know
dog
you
in
could
it?
do that.
Yeah, because they're going to sell different filters, I think, or give you the where you
Oh.
have different
L
colors.
filters.
They're gonna have different filters.
Wait, so like when you play it on, remind me, can you play these games on the app without like any of this stuff, or is it just like, no,
No,
we're
Mike,
not
don't be
gonna do that?
ridiculous. How is that supposed to work?
So You can't play it docked, which was one of the stories we're going to talk about in news. But let's just talk about it now. You can't play it docked, but when you take it out of the dock, you can boot it up, but it's going to be the two eyes as small little screens side by side. And there's a thing you could do to like make them a little bit bigger, but they still look pretty small.
Incredible.
I am going to load up Breath of the Wild on Switch 2 and try it in VR live.
Oh yeah,
please.
Tell you how it
Wonderful.
goes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We got to figure out if we can somehow output this thing to a capture card too while we're looking at it. I
mean,
don't know.
we can't because you can't play it while docked.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to come up with a way. Let's just play some Virtual Boy games. It'll be fine.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
But
You
boy,
can't use the home button while it's in the Virtual Boy.
Oh.
Well, if
The
you're
home
going to
menu isn't available. How do you get back? It's just saying like you can't do this.
Well, wait a second. Don't you have, isn't there a home button on your Joy-Cons?
Yeah, I'm hitting it on the controller and it's saying you can't go to the home screen because
So
it's in
weird.
virtual mode.
It's so weird.
How do I? Is this only a Virtual Boy now?
Yeah, you bricked
you
it.
bricked
Wow.
your system.
It's perma virtual boy now.
You have to tap to close, people are saying.
You have to tap close. You have
That's
to tap.
insane. Okay.
There it is. All
Okay,
right, you
we're
did
back.
All right, I'm loading
Yeah.
up Breath of the Wild, yes.
So, have y'all gotten the chance to play any of the Virtual Boy games?
Yes. The first one I loaded up was 3D Tetris, which
Yeah, that's not good.
it's not good at all, and the frame rate's real bad. Then I played Tolero Boxer, which I was like, ooh, Punch-Out
Tolero
style.
Boxer, yeah.
And it was also not very good. I tried all of them, and they were all not very good, except for Wario Land seemed like there might be something there.
Wario Land's
know?
great. That's just that's the one that's the most like the original Wario Land on Game Boy. Because after that one, which is mostly an action platformer, after that the series became kind of very puzzle exploration based, which is great. But this one's fun because it's more like that original. Is Mario Clash on there? I know some people don't like
No.
Mario Clash. No, it's not there.
So
yet.
there's only like 7 or 8 maybe right now, because that was the first one I wanted to load up, and I did not see it there.
Okay.
And do we not have Jack Bros yet?
No, not
Or is
yet.
that-
Excuse
Okay,
me?
you heard
Is-
me.
Jack
Okay.
How do
Bros.
you? Oh, Toy-Con VR goggles on. Oh my God, this is insane. Okay, yep, there you go. It splits Breath of the Wild into virtual mode.
That's weird.
Huh.
Now, are each of those images a smaller resolution now?
It has
Yes.
to be.
Yes,
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
Oh my God,
smaller.
it's got the red filter. I'm gonna play. It's working, but it's all
You have
red
to. You
filter.
have to.
Virtual Boy Breath of the Wild is insane.
Oh my god.
Man, okay, that's incredible.
Okay.
Wow.
This is this
he looks so happy.
is this headset sold out on the site? For me, it says I've reached my limit, so it won't let me check.
Yeah, I don't know. They had a second wave come out that was for sale for a bit, so I'm not sure if you can still easily procure one of these things.
Normally, I get a little bit of FOMO when you hooligans go rush out and buy a
Don't. You
Nintendo
don't.
thing.
Don't fear miss this. Absolutely.
This is not one of those things, though.
This is one of those 5-year age gap things where it's like, yeah. I had one of those with my girlfriend because she's like 5 years younger than me, and it has not ever felt even remotely like, oh, there's some kind of difference between us until episode 1 came up during this weekend,
Oh.
and she's like, I like that. I'm like, oh no.
I love episode 1. So
Yeah, exactly.
same
Yeah, I
demo.
get it.
There we go.
Explain how the red filter is. This a physical thing that's in here?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like
you
a
can
little.
take it out. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You
It's
can
like a
take it out.
gel.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
I don't know what it. I haven't taken that out of mine yet, but
Although I am confirming Breath of the Wild completely works in VR with this thing.
incredible.
So wild.
All right, so
they're gonna have other colored filters.
Oh,
Which
so they're
I,
like
should-
physical filters. Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
What am I
That's-
even looking for in this thing?
I don't know where this thing is, so I haven't taken it out, but I
Be
know it's a
careful.
physical filter you can take out.
I know, like, it doesn't really make any sense, but it'd be so funny if Half-Life Alyx comes to the Virtual Boy before it
my
comes out on
God.
PlayStation VR 2.
There's a
That-
world where it
That'd
could
be
happen.
amazing.
Yeah.
Apparently pulled from
There
the bottom,
absolutely
Dan.
is not a world where that could happen. There's absolutely
Actually,
I don't know, Grub. I don't know. All right.
just absolutely not.
As Dan continues to futz around with virtual reality, speaking about other horrors inflicted onto your eyes, Jeff Bacalar, you did a quick look last week of Reanimal.
I did.
And that
That game
scary.
Is all right.
Hey.
All right.
All right, moving on. No, I'm really digging it. I've hit a couple points where I was trying to play it while I was away on my ROG thing, and I don't think this is actually a game where I'm like, no, I'm not gonna play this on my handheld. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's I think things might just be like a little too small, and I'm kind of just like squinting, having to like notice like little areas that are you're meant to explore and sort of trigger and activate. It's the first time I played a game where I'm like, I'm really in love with it on a big screen, and then when I bring it to the portable, I'm just like, oh, this is like kind of almost unplayable for me, which is a new experience for me. And yeah, so that was pretty wild. But no, Reanimal is made by the team, the pedigree behind Little Monsters 1 and 2. It is a
Nightmares?
short. I'm sorry, what did I say? Little Monsters? I meant Little Nightmares.
Oh, okay.
Little Monsters is the Howie Mandel Monsters Under the Bed movie with
I saw
Fred
that in the
Savage.
theaters.
Right. Oh my
Fucked up
God.
makeup effects in that. Yeah.
Just in case we want to get it straight here. Yes, Little Nightmares 1 and 2. So yeah, they have really brought that same kind of energy to this game. You play as sort of like a brother and sister pair looking for your friends in this sort of like hellscape.
Was Howie Mandel the blue guy? I'm sorry.
He's the fucked up blue guy. And then there's Fred Savage, right?
Yeah, Fred Savage. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
You know, it's just so funny. I think about that movie and it's like, man, it didn't really impact me because it was just so like not cartoony, but just like very obviously like puppets and all this other crap. And I just feel like modern sensibilities would reject that in such an awful way. Whatever. You go watch that for Film in 40s. Actually, that's not a bad Film in 40s.
I would give that a show for that.
Okay, so Little Nightmares 1 and 2. This is it is the same kind of style where you are kind of exploring, like I said, the deepest, darkest sort of nightmare locales and whatnot. The people in this world are like, you know, you're sort of meant to felt like a child, similar to Little Nightmares, but the people in this world are just like these sort of like exaggerated and like overly tall, sort of deformed, freaky, you know, things. It's just the right energy that I want, and it's a lot of the gameplay's fun. There's an interesting amount of fun kind of platforming, a little bit of trial and error where you're kind of trying to make your way through a certain spot, not unlike what your time is sort of like in Limbo and Inside. But yeah, I think this is a really nice surprise. I kind of went into this with a little bit of trepidation, not really knowing if they're going to stick the landing, but you know, almost probably halfway through this thing now and really, really digging it. If you are like me and you want to be in a world like this outside of Halloween time, this should be right up your alley for sure.
When I was watching, I was like scrubbing through the quick look backlog. Yeah. There's like, is this like a co-op game, or do you just have like a person following you? So
you can play it single player. A game like this, I've not done the co-op. I feel like maybe one day, I don't know, but you can do co-op where one of you each sort of control one of the brother or the sister. If you play it single player, you have that kind of like Ico relationship where you tell your partner to stay here or flip a switch or call them to you, that kind of thing. I have not experimented with that, so I can't really speak to what that sort of plays like. For me, it's like these games, I just want to be by myself, right? I guess that kind of makes sense with the kind of atmosphere and whatnot. But yeah, they do offer that, which I thought was a cool little feature. Yeah, it's dope. I think it's a bit of a surprise. It's actually reviewing a little better than I thought it would, which I think is interesting. And yeah, I am into it. A full recommendation from me. Go check out Reanimal.
Well, so you said, I think you kind of like talked about this a little bit, that it's not just like walking through cinematic spaces. It's also like, oh no, it's still a refined platforming game as well. They try to walk in both spaces.
Yeah, there is that. There's a light puzzle solving. You are meant to kind of like figure out, how to progress. If it is a diorama in the way that you're sort of like, you make it to a room and then you kind of have to act quick, or a section act quick and kind of figure it out. I think for people who want to be able to like breeze through it, there might be some frustration because you are meant to like die. Like you're meant to just not make it through, because sometimes you have to think about, okay, well, I'm supposed to like stealth hide behind this dumpster, and then let the big ugly guy pass, but then he has to open up this gate for me. So there is a bit of like trial and error that you're sort of tasked with sort of performing. But yeah, it's a mix of like 3 or 4 different kind of things, which I think is like a nice kind of balance. You know, the stealth stuff is not so overwhelming where you're just like, I'm just sitting here waiting all day. There is a good amount of puzzle stuff. There is a good amount of platforming. And it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. There's goopy, drippy boys. There's moist, slippery fellas. Like it's some visuals are striking. I think yeah, I think it's I think if you are like me, you're going to be well served for sure.
Wow, sounds like a great spooky game. Just like Silent Hill Townfall will be a great spooky game that I was able to pick up on Fantasy Critic, even though I wasn't here to watch that taco. I still got that game. Hooray! I didn't get Castlevania though. Chuck did.
Oh,
darn!
damn it!
Wow.
Chuck won. Chuck has a full roster
What's
already.
the deal with that? Because I tried to get it and it said like, oh, it has to be in a public bidding window or something.
Yeah.
So someone already bid on it, and so after Thursday, it shifts from you could bid on any game to anyone who's made a bid before Thursday. It's now public, and you can go see what everyone's bid on, and now you could try to outbid them.
Okay.
So I definitely bid on both those games, and it sounds like good people paid a lot of money for them. So all right.
Yeah, I feel like I did a lot on Castlevania. I did pay a good. What I do for Silent Hill? It's probably like 20 something. It was a.
I tried to do 3 for Castlevania, hoping that no one else tried.
Oh no, it definitely went for.
I did like 15 or 16 on there.
Yeah, I think I did 17
okay.
for Castlevania, so that one went for a lot.
Yeah, I've been able to squeak away with a couple games I'm pleased about. All right, well, speaking about a game where an eco-like game where you have someone following you, Jeff Grubb, Mike Minotti, you checked out the demo on the Switch 2 for Pragmata.
Yeah. This is actually something I did in the airport yesterday, partly because like I thought yesterday I was gonna have some time, like, I'll play some games to talk about, and then I was just kind of straight in the airport again. I'm like, okay, well, I can at least play this Pragmata demo. I've been meaning to do that. I haven't played a lick of this game. I know you guys have talked about it before. You know, I very much like Capcom a lot of the time. I like the idea here of a kind of sci-fi shooter from them. This demo was really fun. It's also like a well put together demo. Like there is a demo craft, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, yes, this is going to be pretty snappy. There's going to be a little bit of like,
It gets right into it.
you know, cutscene of like setting things up. But you were mostly just playing the game. We picked a very good part of the game to put you into where you were going to get a bit of everything. You're going to get the combat. You're going to get the hacking. You're going to get a smidge of the lore. You're going to get a boss fight at the end. And it's all over in like 30 minutes or something. Very good demo. But yeah, just like this core idea of they're doing this kind of tile-based hacking, like a hacking mini game in like some immersive RPG or something.
Like Syndicate, yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, you are actually shooting an enemy and you have to dodge his attacks and things like that. That base mechanic feels fantastic. And if they can kind of explore that mechanic and make it interesting across like an 8-hour, 10-hour adventure, I think this game's going to hit pretty good.
I also checked it out just to see how it was running on the Switch. And RE Engine, great on Switch too. This game runs really well, like surprisingly well.
Yeah,
it looks good. Yes,
there's like a little bit like, oh, I bet this little girl's hair looks better on a PlayStation 5 Pro, but also whatever, I'll get over it.
Yep, like you know the weak points, and that's it. That's the main one that you're going to see often. And I bet it has some like slow down and very specific spots. That's just how these things go. But it's like, man, you could totally play this game on a Switch 2, no problem.
When is Pragmata coming out? It has to be soon, right?
April, right?
April something. So yeah, it's always been weird to me that game is coming out after Resident Evil 9 for some reason, because it was just announced so much earlier than it. But yeah, I'm like very excited for that full release. Now, I could play it on Switch too. I bet I still want to play it on PC, but absolutely runs well enough on there. It comes out April 24th.
I think that's what I was just trying to get is like, if someone plays this game, are they really getting a lesser version, or they're getting the same game but a little less? Like there's a distinction to me.
Yeah.
And it's definitely the latter. It's definitely like, oh, you will have played the same game as anyone playing on a super powerful PC or whatever.
Mm-hmm. There's also like you when you hack a lot, you fill up your super hack meter, and then like does like the camera zoom in on the little girl hacking. It just reminds me a lot of the team up move in Kingdom Hearts 2 with Tron.
Yes,
he hacks, and I was very much like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
First it's a Mega Man game, now it's a Tron game. Jesus.
No.
It's
It's a Kingdom Hearts game, bro.
That's right. Turns out. Yeah. It's like, I think when they first showed this game, I was like, oh, that's interesting. We'll see. I don't know. This might be like another a Path of the Goddess, a cute little experiment, and probably a pretty good game.
People love Path of the Goddess.
Yeah, people love Path of the Goddess, but yeah, like that. But I'm like, who knows? There might be something here. Like, I am already in the mindset of, I bet we see a Pragmata 2 someday. I think there's something to this.
I like the look of the Pragmata little exoskeleton mech suit you jump into. It's got a nice heft to it.
Yeah, it's just like, I like it, it has that kind of clean but sort of realistic sci-fi look that I enjoy. And I love little booster boots, right? I love the little hovering and the slow
he's got
falling.
the Yoshi hover jump.
Yeah, I like the boots. So good stuff.
Boots to the ground.
That's right, boots to the ground. Mikey, you've also spent a lot of time, and I have spent some time playing the new old Overwatch.
I'm having more fun with Overwatch again than I have had in a long time.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, definitely since before it became Overwatch 2, and now it's just Overwatch again. That's fine. But, they added 5 new characters at once, and I think all of them are good, which is shocking to me. They are all fun in different ways. The cat, man, the cat is crazy. Jetpack cat could just fly as much as it wants. There's no cooldown on that. It has like a booster thing that recharges, but the cat can fly anywhere and shoot at people, and it heals friends, hurts enemies. People you could tether friends with it, and that's fun. When you do your ultimate, it's kind of this like dive bomb, and the closest enemy you hit the dive bomb, they're tethered to you for a bit against their will. And there was like one map where there's like just a cliff, and I was just dive bombing onto the tank and just flying over the cliff, and then after a bit, it was a little bit like that Jeff Shark and Marvel Rivals. It was a little bit like that, right? It's like, I'm going to kill the tank here every time with this one. That's the one who's being called for nerfs the most, is the Jetpack Cat at the moment.
People seem to hate Jetpack Cat,
Yeah. But we'll see.
In my the couple matches that I've been able to play, that Jetpack Cat is always just zipping around just because it can. That and the hamster.
Yeah. I mean, the counter for Jetpack Cat would be a good hit scan DPS. I can just shoot it. But, it's a small target. It moves pretty fast, so it's difficult, but boy, it's fun. Even the other healer as well. It's like this dude with a kind of excuse my lack of
Let me say it. A Raiden hat.
Thank you. Well, it's a Raiden hat, but it has Liu Kang or Kung Lao properties because it bounces between your friends when you throw it, and that's how you heal people.
Yeah,
fun.
Right, and he also has this like chain ability that just slows down enemies, so it's great for enemies who are kind of diving into the team. You just hit them with this chain, and they're slow, and you headshot them, and they'll die. So that's really nice. 2 new DPS. The one guy is like basically like Master Chief as a character with the moveset. So the first character just have the frag grenade, right? Somehow we had nobody who just pushed a button to throw a normal grenade. So he's got that. He's got this burst rifle, but he also pushes shift, and he brings out like a pistol that you could shoot as fast as you can hit the button, basically, and you're also faster while you have that. Then his ult is super strong, where he becomes possessed by a demon, goes up in the air. It could just like rain down destruction for a little bit. The other damage dealer is like fire based, and she's fun because she is sort of a dive character where she kind of has one move that gets in there just like a dash. Then you can push this E button where you're invulnerable and you're just shooting fire all over the place. You can dash back out, and if enemies are on fire, then they kind of take ticking damage for a while. So she's like, there's a simplicity to it that I really like, but it is super fun. Then the tank Domina is one of the best tanks in the game. Just super, super fun. Also pretty powerful right now. Who knows if she's getting nerfed, but she has this like beam that like shoots like, it's just like a beam, but it has this burst at the end. So it's like, so you want to track enemies, but you want to really make sure you're on them or even on their head for the headshot when they're happens. Feels so satisfying. She also shoots out this little like kind of like crystal laser that is like a grenade, and it'll blow up, and she can push people against the wall. If they hit a wall, they're stunned. They go whoosh. She's hot as well.
They're all hot now.
They're all hot. She's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Mike, I think the last time I had seriously played a little bit of Overwatch was when Wrecking Ball, the hamster, got added.
Wow, yeah.
That's
a while ago.
Yeah, so there was a huge gap of, there are so many rows of characters now when I re-downloaded Overwatch. And I just decided to jump in who I thought was the hottest. And of course it was a big sword lady. Vendetta.
Vendetta, yeah.
And, you know, I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. Magic is another character I play a lot of just because I think it's interesting to have a melee character in a character shooter game. And there's parts of Marvel Rivals where I feel like you are definitely at a disadvantage playing a heavy melee character. But the kit on Vendetta specifically, I feel like is so well done that I never felt like I was at a disadvantage because she's primarily a melee focused character, but there are ways to kind of skirt around that to get her to just like dive in and be useful in the game, or at least to finish people off.
Yeah, it's just a pretty well-designed game, it turns out. And I've been hearing kind of rumblings for a bit that people have been happy with the state of Overwatch for like a year. And it is fun going back because there are a lot of characters I just had not really played that much of. Like there's Juno, who's a healer, and she kind of looks like an 80s anime space girl, and she kind of has hover boots. Again, I like hover boots. Right? It's a good thing. And she's just a ton of fun. Like they don't have very many bad characters. Even though there's so many of them now, in my mind, I'm like, how are you handling all these characters? How's it not an unbalanced mess? And it's pretty good. Plus, if you play on comp, there is a ban system now. So when characters do become a problem, everyone's just going to ban them. So Vendetta actually is pretty strong sometimes because of her dive thing. So she gets banned a lot, which sucks if you want to play Vendetta, I suppose. Yeah. I think Domina is getting banned a lot, same with Jetpack Cat at the moment. But then you have quick play if you just really want to play as people.
Mike, when did they add the kind of like perk system? I forget what it's specifically called.
I don't know, because like when I jumped back into, I was like, what is this? Yeah. And at first I was like, I don't know if I like this, and it's actually pretty fun. So, and it's just basically when a match happens at 2 different points, you get to pick one of 2 perks. Yeah. And they're kind of minor-ish things, but they could be a bigger deal. Like that Juno character I was talking about, she has this kind of blaster that, again, it's like spurts. And one of the perks is, as long as I'm hovering, it's just a constant stream. Cool. Now, I still might have to reload, but all of a sudden I can go and like really do either burst damage or burst healing, depending on, and sometimes it's like, hey, this dash ability has, extra extra
charge
distance to it.
Yeah, okay.
Or this has so it's just things like that. And you don't have to think, it's not like a full-on Dota now where it's like there's 15 choices and I have to look up a guide to see what I need to do. It's, one of 2 choices. You just hold down Alt and right click or left click on mouse and keyboard and you pick the thing, and it's just a nice kind of little bonus as the match gets deeper into it.
Fantastic. We should play some Overwatch on the website.
Yeah,
I think so.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Tons of characters that just shoot guns as well, if you don't want to focus on any of the abilities.
I think there was a bit there where every new character came out and they would like have like 10 abilities and 5 passives, and they were kind of super complicated, maybe over-designed to me. And a lot of these new characters, Jetpack Cat's pretty complicated. Again, the guy who's basically just, Halo Man. I'm like, yeah, I like, because I like Soldier 76 a lot, a character with a gun. Yeah. Basically, that's right.
He's a Call of Duty character, yeah.
Yeah, that was Mr. Call of Duty. Now we have Mr. Halo. I'm like, yeah, the game still needs characters that mostly just kind of shoot things. It feels good still.
Yeah, I forget the character's name, Mike, but she is pretty much just pulled straight from Vanquish, where one of your abilities is like a power slide, and then you jump out of it and you get like a boost in the air.
Yeah, that was Sojourn, I think. She was added when they did she was the one that was like there when they did the Overwatch 2 switch. Right, exactly. Yeah. And it's like, I'm like, it's certainly a fight character. Mom was like, I'll just play Soldier and just kind of shoot people a bit more straightforward and that'd be fine.
Lots and lots of fun. Just like based off of the title of this game, Jeff Grubb, I don't know if you've been having a lot of fun, because you put on here, listen up, we tried to make those games even more extreme. Some things have to be learned the hard way.
Yeah, this is a sequel to like, hey, listen up, you wanted those games, so we made them. Now let's see you clear them.
Of course, the classic, which is a collection of real versions of those fake mobile game ads.
Right. So like when you like a meta for mobile game advertising right now, which is all about user acquisition, is you show an ad with gameplay that you show an ad with gameplay and you make sure it's bad gameplay. someone messing up in the game, like the pin pulling one, which we don't see much of anymore, but there used to be ads of like a Minotaur sitting over there, and there's gold here, but there's lava there. If you just pull the one that has gold, you'll get gold. So why the fuck is this guy in this ad pulling the lava and killing the Minotaur? It's stupid. I need to go play this game to show them how dumb they are. Well, when you go to play those games, turns out in most cases, they have almost nothing to do with the ad you saw, and they're much more like, you have a village you're trying to upgrade over time, and then maybe there's a bonus game 7 hours in that's like that thing you saw in the ad. Maybe.
Oh my God.
So this collection is, I know, right? Exhausting. That's the world we live in.
I don't want to be around anymore.
It sucks. And so this collection is a paid game where they're like, no, we just actually made all those games from the ads, including the one I got this one for, which is the little soldiers moving left and right, shooting enemies, and then like going through like the math gates of
it's the math gates. I get that all the time, and I'm like, I kind of want to play this, but I know I know if I push the button that should let me play this, I won't get to play it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I like put it off for so long, and then I eventually did fall for it, and I was so disappointed. And so I saw this. I'm like, I need to like make amends and go like pay someone who actually did work here. And it's great. Like, and like it's a little bit more challenging because they're not just trying to keep you on the treadmill of playing the game for forever. So you'll get kind of complicated math gates where it's like divide by 5 or subtract by like 50, and you have to like real quick do the math. Like, how many characters how many people do I have? What would be worse? And that's kind of that's a fun little problem to solve. So it's great on Steam Deck. This is not some high art, but it is a fun example of like,
cool.
Can you take these things that are very simple, very basic, and kind of meant to be slopped to like capture people in a trap online and make a good game? Can you like find the good game design? And usually, yes, like that's what this collection has proven. I haven't tried a lot of the other games that are in there. They have some other ones, but this is definitely the mode I wanted to play, and it works. It's well done.
Lovely. Fantastic. Speaking about games that are simple and fun, Dan Riker, you've been playing the opposite of that, a game that is very complicated. It is fun, but very, very long. You checked out and have been checking out Mewgenics.
Yeah, we did a quick look EX with the creators. And so check that out if you want to see kind of me and Mike go more in depth with how these runs go and everything. But I want to bring up 2 specific things that like point to like why I love this game, because you can break it in ways that if it broke all the time, I think it would be too much. But like, I'm over 50 hours in, Bonk is over 50 hours in, and we both have gotten like one run that broke the game in a super fun way. So like mine was, I had an active ability for my cleric that throws a blessing, which is like a crucifix thing, and it gives you like 1 shield of damage, no matter how much the damage is. Mm-hmm. And then I had a passive that shared any pickups that I got with my entire team. So every start to the round, I could throw the damage, the crucifix thing, pick it up, and then all of my team would have it. So all of my team is invincible for 1 hit at least, and I can stack on top of that. Now, I also had a ranger that had a passive that had double trap effects and everything, and I had a bunch of stuff that like created spider traps. So anytime I killed an enemy, like 8 spiders would come out. Normally it would be 4. But all of those barriers, the crucifixes, also gave all of those spiders one thing of damage. So like every single first round I had in that game was me making all of my characters invulnerable, spawning 1 million spiders, and making all the spiders invulnerable. And then it's just a matter of watching it play out with all these spiders going to all the enemies and killing them all. And like, I didn't get touched that entire run. I just destroyed everything. And it felt incredible. Again, if that was every run or even every like 20th run, I think that would suck, but it was incredible. Bonk had a one that was really cool. She had 1 cat that basically became immortal because she had a passive called Singularity that made everything 1. So she had 1 HP, 1 mana, would take 1 damage all the time. But she also had an item that made it so anything that did 1 damage to her would make it 0 damage. So the cat could only take 1 damage, but also had an item that made 1 damage equal 0 damage. So you literally could not hurt this cat.
That rules so much.
Yeah, it's just so awesome. And the way the game works out too, where it's like later on in the game, like dozens of hours in, it introduces this thing where it's like your retired cats can fight. And so it's like, then you can like kind of build this dream team of just like, okay, well, that cat's basically immortal. This one works really well with that one's abilities. So I know next time I have to fight this, boss character that comes around every once in a while, I've got the team put together for it. And it's just tremendous. It's just every run. It's a perfect playing game. I've been flying a decent amount lately, and like just flights fly by with that.
How many hours would you say you've put into it now, Dan?
It's over 50. I haven't checked since my flights and stuff. I bet I'm over like 70 or something now, and I still feel like I have so much more to go.
And that's not just a feeling, like that's real, right? Like the understanding here is there is hundreds of hours of gameplay.
Yeah, I could absolutely see that, and I'm not slowing down remotely on it.
Going
that's awesome.
From talking about mutating small creatures to other small creatures, perhaps pocket monsters, we've decided to stuff them into a pinball machine because Jeff Bacalar, Pokemon Pinball?
I want to thank everyone on the internet for sending me news and information that
Nothing
there is
in the
a
pinball world
Pokemon...
happens without you finding out 50 times right away.
Exactly. And it's the combined effort of all of these random strangers that made me fully aware that there's a pinball machine coming out called Pokemon Pinball. That's right, folks. It's here. Gotta catch them all. And by them, I mean pinballs. Catch all the pinballs inside the pinball machine. It's here. I think we talked about this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to say like 5 or 6 months ago, where I knew it was coming out, but there was rumors, and I felt like, oh, we could talk about the rumors. It's all good. This thing's out. I've talked to people who've played it. They are impressed. It's the newest game from Z.E.R.O. I believe it starts shipping next month, and it's kind of crazy, right? I guess my thing is like, I've not seen a reaction to a pinball announcement like this in a very long time. It makes a lot of sense, right? It's like obviously the most popular IP like ever, right? I mean, I can't even imagine what a license like this costs. Like that's kind of where my mind goes. Where I'm like, what do you think it costs?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot, right? There's a limited edition that they are numbering, and I think people are like going
700 of them. Yeah.
750 or something like that.
750 for $13,000. Yep.
And it's crazy that I think certain people like want certain numbers because that equates to like the Pokemon number.
Okay. I
Nerds.
got you.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. These fucking nerds.
Man, just from those tables, that's $10 million in revenue. Like that's right. Man.
So like you got to imagine like maybe it's $2 million to license Pokemon. I don't know. I got to imagine maybe it's more.
It's gotta be a lot, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't claim to know the answer to that question. That's none of my it's out of my purview. But have you guys seen the design of the playfield? It's pretty cool.
It's nice.
Awesome.
It's cool.
I've been watching this show. I love that it's, because I'm old, I like that it's very original 151 themed. It's kind of it's taking off from the anime specifically. Like kind of one of the big centerpiece things is the Meowth hot air balloon kind of drops down. You can hit it, and I love that. That's fantastic. I love the little master ball is what you grab onto for the kind of the launcher.
The plunger?
So that's cool. Yeah, the plunger. Is that what it's called? The plunger.
Yeah, I don't know if that's in all of the versions that might. So like all pinball games, there's a small, medium, and large, right? There's a pro, a premium, and a collector's. At least how Z.E.R.O sort of categorizes it. It might be in all of them. I don't know. Usually that's a thing that they reserve for like the premium or above. But yeah, I think it's like the hardest thing with all this is like, the theme inclusion is a tough sort of thread to needle. And then it's like, is the game fun? And by all accounts, it looks really fun. Obviously the objective is to battle and capture Pokemon.
Sure.
From what I understand, like they will be adding more. Like it's going to be updated, just like they update games. Now that each one of these games is connected to the internet, they can change the rule set and they can change around the video screen and the graphics and the music and stuff like that. This thing it's gonna be great. I've been in touch with my buddies at Z.E.R.O. I think I'll get my hands on one maybe this summer.
That'd be awesome.
And I'll be able to stream it. And you guys are more than welcome to fly out and stay in my murder basement while we play Pokemon Pinball.
Sean and I will camp out.
Yeah,
That's fine.
competition.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, it's very exciting. I'm super jazzed about it because all these things really do kind of like add to the generalized interest in the game, and I think this one is. I'm curious to see them in the wild and see like what the attention is, right? Because this is a game where like this is going to be the first pinball machine for a lot of places. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is an easy sell where it's like, oh, we've never had an arcade, but let's get Pokemon Pinball in here.
Ooh, that's
like such an easy sell, right?
I could see so many card stores opening up, Jeff, that like will buy this because
that's what I'm saying.
Hey, you want to come in for Pokemon cards while you're waiting in line? Hopefully no one gets stabbed. Go play the Pokemon Pinball game.
Exactly. For people who are trying to get that collector's edition, I just or the limited, I forget how they categorize it. It's just you're just not gonna the limited. I just don't think you're getting it. Like, sorry to deflate your balloon there, but these things are going to be a really hot commodity. But it's nice. The limited edition, it's painted purple, all the legs and everything. It's got LED lights in like the sides and stuff like that. They really go all out for those limiteds. But yeah, there it is. It's happening. It starts at
Oh, I was going to say, I had a pinball story to share with you that I was waiting for the pods because...
Oh my gosh, Jan, your first pinball story?
No. I've played pinball at your house. But
not a story.
Sure. I was celebrating a friend's birthday over the weekend at one of these barcades we have here in San Francisco. And let me tell you, Jeff, this is one of those where it's like, okay, there's a DDR machine, there's Time Crisis, all your classic ones. But at the pinball corner, it was absolutely packed with sickos because people were like actually putting a token on the machine saying like, no, I got next after you. And then my friend disappeared for a while. She's not super into games, but a barcade's a fun place to have a birthday. I'm looking around before I'm dipping out, and Homegirl is like eyes dead set, focused. She is in the zone playing the Foo Fighters pinball machine.
Damn.
And I didn't realize she had quickly become a pinball sicko and had come to this barcade every other week to play this specific Foo Fighters pinball machine.
I believe it. That's awesome. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I have this sickness. I was born with it.
It's good. It's a good thing to have. I like it.
Born this way. That's a great game. I think and Mike, I looked at the site. Apparently the limited is the only one that comes with the Pokeball launcher.
That's how they get you. They know we want that Master Ball. We gotta pull on a Master Ball.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but go check it out. The playfield is gorgeous. It's really did an unbelievable,
awesome.
Yeah, unbelievable job designing this thing.
I was searching real quick to see more about it, and it's very funny. Like, you're right. Like, the Pokemon fans are coming here and they're like, well, let's see how much this thing costs, and they're really shocked at the cost of pinball tables. It's like, oh, honey, it's not for you.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Like as if any Pokemon freak would be surprised by the cost of anything.
That's what I thought. But it's like they're like, even compared to the cards, this is expensive. Like, it's a pinball machine. Like that's a normal cost.
You're supposed to be making revenue off of it for the next like 5 years.
Yes, it's owner operators. Yeah,
I think you are going to see, obviously, just like with everything Pokemon, you are going to see resellers, right? Resellers rather. Like I was talking to a buddy of mine, Anthony, friend of the site, was saying that, people are already relisting their numbered ones on, the biggest pinball marketplace is a place called Pinside. And it's just, these things are going to start fetching insane amounts of aftermarket pricing. And it's just like, as great
Paul's
as
going to get one, or whichever one likes Pokemon. Logan Paul, maybe it's Logan.
Logan Paul has
it doesn't matter. They're barely human.
I'm glad one of his jaws is broken.
Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, I don't know. It's wild. Also wild. Did you guys see? I don't know, Grub. You probably were the only one watching USA Hockey over the weekend. Did you see that Pokemon sponsored the intermission report?
I saw this too.
They've been sponsoring almost the entire Olympics. Those segments for a bunch of different sports. Yes, it's kind of wild. I mean, it's 30th anniversary stuff. They're gonna have Pokemon Day later this month. But and they're just doing the commercial from the Super Bowl over and over.
Right.
Like, that's the ad campaign.
was. I was just so wild. I was like watching the U.S. versus Germany, and they were like, "We'll be right back after the intermission report brought to you by Pokemon." I'm just like, "Huh? I guess that's kind of cool."
It's
dope.
better than like when it's like like a prescription company where it's
Sure.
like Eli Lilly or whatever the fuck the company's called.
100%. I'll take it all day. So that was a fun little thing to see happen. But yes, I don't think we are prepared for just how much 2026 is possibly the year of Pokemon.
Yeah, you're right. I think Pokemon Day is really going to illuminate just how much Pokemon is
like
going to
in
be
10
happening.
days, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yes. 10 days.
Pokemon Worlds this year is going to be here in San Francisco.
Oh, wow.
That's right.
God, I have to weasel my way in. And I wonder if they're actually going to have any of those machines playable.
Oh, they could.
I almost guarantee it. Like,
Okay.
these things find their way. You know, they always build like 10 prototypes that are just meant to be shipped everywhere and on display everywhere. And I'm sure that'll be like part of the thing. You know, I only saw the reveal of the playfield like last week, and you know, it's always like I said in the beginning, it's like, is this gonna play well, right? Like, is it, because a lot of things get designed and you see it and you're like, oh, is this gonna shoot well, or are these shots gonna be like reliably accurate? Like, can I do this thing? And you know, sometimes I believe it's a 2 flipper design where there's only the 2 at the bottom of the playfield. Just looks good. Just looks like it's gonna really be an overall kind of like smooth kind of gameplay loop, and I'm really excited to see how it plays. And the best part obviously is like also, you know, the video integration and what they all did with the toys on the playfield. Like,
Nice.
I'm pumped. I can't wait to see it. You'll probably start seeing it in the wild in the next month or so.
Lovely.
Ooh, exciting.
Hell yeah.
Very exciting. Chef Grubb, last game here on the docket. I need to ask you if it has gotten exciting. We checked this out last week on UPF. God of War, Sons of Sparta.
Yeah, this is a pickle. This game. What is this thing?
It's a pickle?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Something
Pickle Kratos.
It's Pickle Kratos, right? He's so wacky. He wants to get that
Lubba lubba
sauce
dub
from
dub.
McDonald's. That's right. I am playing this thing, and it's a Metroidvania, and I like Metroidvanias, and everything else about it is kind of like low-key repulsive.
Repulsive?
I don't
The
like
look of
looking at
it is, there's something gross about just looking at it. Yeah.
it is like 2.5D, even though it doesn't look like it, because the characters are clearly 3D models that have had a filter placed on top of them to make them look more pixelated, and it doesn't like it's trying to be like, hey, we are both a modern game and a retro game, and it's like, what fucking retro game are you talking about? Like Jaguar? Like is it like is it like the worst possible retro thing you could be pulling from? Gerstmann was saying it kind of reminds him of like the Zelda CDI games, and like it has some of that energy to its visuals where it's just so off and weird. But as a Metroidvania, it's getting solid. It's getting better. It's not great. Like, it's so far away from like Metroid Dread. Like, compare this to Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, and it's like that's how Ubisoft was treating its like long-running franchise that it wanted to make a Metroidvania for, and it made a Game of the Year worthy game. Versus Sony doing this with God of War, and I'm just like, how did you do this? Like, how
we're telling
like
Sony to be more like Ubisoft? Wow,
yeah,
sad.
like that's a bad look. Like, why would you do it this way? I'm confused.
It is insane, and I said it on UPF, but like if you look at the list of games on MegaCat's websites that they've worked on, and there's just a bunch of very like AI looking, mobile looking, just honestly, they just don't. They look like a certain type of game, and then all of a sudden they get a God of War game, and it's like, how the fuck did that happen? That's insane to me.
And as far as I've been able to like just look on the internet, there's not a lot of crossover specifically with Sony and MegaCat, right? Like,
Like, MegaCat did that WrestleQuest game that was bad, and that wasn't a Sony. That was not a Sony thing. Yeah. It's baffling.
Yeah, I so I don't know how it happened. And as I'm playing it, it's just like, how do these decisions get made? Like, even the decision to play as young pre-Kratos, where it doesn't look or behave like Kratos yet, other than he's kind of stern with his younger brother.
The other aspect is like, when I think of God of War, I think of Kratos using the Blades of Chaos. And here, you're Grubb, does the weapon change, or are you only ever using a spear?
You're upgrading the spear so far. There might be other weapons, but so far I just have a spear, and that it's fun. But you're right, I'm not like doing the stuff that's incredible, and like that first God of War, where like that combo system with the Blades of Chaos was so satisfying. It's none of that is here.
Is this just not a God of War game, and they just made it a God of War game?
I mean, it is so weird the way they I think it's on the store page. It was like God of War meets retro, and it's like, oh, hang on, you can't just say retro because it's like a side-scrolling Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of modern games. I mean, Silksong has that.
Yeah, Silksong would never be like, we're a retro game. No, it's a very new game that happens to be 2D.
But it can't seem to decide it's trying to occasionally do retro stuff because a lot of times the music is just like chanting God of War music, and then you'll fight that boss we fought on UPF, and it's like do 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 do. It's like retro or chiptune stuff or whatever. And it's like, what are you doing? Make up your mind.
They wanted to do like the Bloodstained Curse of the Moon thing, right? And like that's like actually
that did it right.
Yes.
Right. Like we're trying to make Castlevania 3 again. Yeah.
Oh, and then it had
sense.
like really, really shitty scanline filters that you could throw on.
Of course, the classic.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all the characters are kind of like bad. Like I just haven't enjoyed them yet. What were you going to ask, Mike?
So there is a co-op mode in this, right? I wonder if that is.
Is there? I haven't looked at all actually.
Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong because with his brother, I think like you could play the game with one person is Kratos and one is
I think I saw people saying that like it lists it as a 2-player game, but people couldn't figure out how to unlock it. So like that was like the day it came out. So I don't know if they figured it out by now. Okay, but Chad here saying don't you have to beat the game to do co-op?
Oh, you have to unlock the co-op. That's weird. You should just have that.
Oh, it's just for challenges after you beat the game.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I thought maybe that would be interesting because we don't have too many co-op Metroidvanias. You've got your Guacamelee 2, and then
and
I don't know
only
what
couch co-op also.
Oh.
I'm just going off what Chad says here, but
it's an extremely weird game. It is so weird to the point of like, I just wish someone would go tell me exactly how it came to be and why God of War is not some like middling franchise that hasn't found its footing. Like why does like Horizon get like game after game and gets like this new kind of I don't know if you love the art style, but that new multiplayer mode at least looks like it had effort put into it and thought. Yeah. And this just feels like such an afterthought that I really don't know how we ended up with.
Yeah, I mean, because you've been talking about this game, right? And I definitely had a different thing in my mind when you're talking about a 2D God of War Metroid vein. And I don't think this game looks like god awful, like an embarrassment, right? Even that $30, it looks a bit off. Even the $30 price tag thing, that's generally what these games do cost. I know Silksong was $20. Silksong was these games cost like Prince of Persia, that is $30. Like Nine Souls, it's $30. That is normally the price for these kind of games.
Was $60, so yeah.
Yeah, it was when Silksong was $20. Other indie people were mad at them, like, how can we compete? They can make their games so cheap. Now, maybe it's $30 for a game that doesn't look good. That's the issue, right? But I don't know. Part of me is like, I like Metroidvania so much. Watching Jeff play, I'm like, I bet I would still enjoy this fine.
I'm enjoying parts of it, and it is. I think it's getting better the more I play, and the more it's like opening up, and I'm getting more abilities, and there's less of the setup, so the game's just kind of going. The running and jumping around like feels okay. Like again, it doesn't feel as good as a Dread. Certainly, it doesn't feel anywhere close to a Silksong, but it's beyond serviceable. It's good. So. I played some more this morning. I'm gonna stick with it for at least a little bit longer. Especially, I got some other games out of the way. So yeah.
Yeah, when we were hearing the rumblings of this, I decided to kind of go back to that PSP God of War game. I think it's Ghost of Sparta.
That
game looked good.
And
that was on a PSP.
And Ghost of Sparta. Those are both very good.
Probably one of the most impressive PSP games. Like it's right that probably that.
And it just seems. A weird handling of the franchise, like we've mentioned previously, of like giving this to like a different studio that's super external, and the end product being what we get. I would suggest we've had like the conversation now of comparing it to Silksong, Dread, Prince of Persia. Odds are you already have those other 3 games, and I think maybe we should just replay Dread.
Even like stuff like like Mio. Right, is newer this year, and I don't think a ton of people have probably played that yet. And maybe like, maybe Mio's no Silksong. Yeah, it still looks more interesting than this, though.
Yeah,
I just like it is confusing to the point of like when most people look at this game, they do not like come away wanting to buy it. And it's like, did that not happen at PlayStation? Did that not, like, when they were looking at it, were they just saying, well, it's God of War, it needs to look this way? Because I don't know. That's not true either. Like, how does it end up looking like this to the point where it is so unappealing to the casual viewer that you are just doing a disservice to it by showing it off? So it's confusing. I don't know how Sony ends up with something like this.
There are just so many more interesting places you could have set one of these. You know, I realize I probably can't push the story forward with one of these. Rick, it's not going to take place after Ragnarok, but you could have done it in between 3 and the reboot. You could have even done it in the middle of like angry Kratos still, and like have one that's, you know, is the Blades of Chaos and the other stuff like that. I don't know how many people were hankering for 15-year-old Kratos game.
Right. You could do like you could just like make it he falls through a god time hole and time pauses. So the rest of the story is untouched and he goes into this alternate dimension and fights a bunch of the Greek gods again. Like you can make shit up to like make this game look the way you need it to make it look. And it's so far away from that.
They futz around with the story a little bit with that DLC that they had for Ragnarok, Valhalla.
That was great.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's like the latest thing we got so far. God, that mode was awesome. Actually, that thing was great. Yeah, it's like, you know, I get we couldn't do the Egypt thing here or something like that, but maybe you should. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, the game's reviewing better than I thought it would. It's a 72 on OpenCritic. So, like I said, it is getting better the more I play it. I think that's what a lot of reviewers are saying. Whereas the more you play it, the more is there. And so it starts off kind of at its lowest point, and by the time you're done, it's a much improved game. So, I just would not who's going to be like, okay, but I still hate looking at it, so I'm not going to go buy it now. Yeah.
And I don't know if we'll talk about Highguard's continued weirdness today, but
apparently the site is like down as of when we've been recording.
Someone was saying that it was hacked. Yeah.
Oh God.
But like, I think I think we're all learning that placement in a show definitely matters, because showing God of War Sons of Sparta way after that Castlevania game, I think, was a huge disservice.
Yeah.
Because like that Castlevania game, I can't stop thinking about it.
I was waiting for the talk over. Yeah, they're making a new Castlevania.
Motion twin.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was great. Oh, I'm very excited about that. And that Star Wars racing game that I picked in Fantasy Critic.
Good.
And some of you are like, ooh, it's kind of a spicy pick, Mike. I'm like, ooh, did I blow it? And it looks good now.
It looks awesome.
Looks so good. Very happy.
All right. Well, that was a long segment talking about games. We're going to take a quick, maybe an extended little bricky break here, and then we'll get on the other side and talk about news right after this. This is Jeff Grubb with the news. Jeff Grubb.
Hey, yeah, let's do this news, and let's start with what is always the most fun thing to start with. That Ramageddon. RAM is expensive. It's only going to get more expensive, and we continue to hear how it's going to affect everything in our lives, but also video game consoles. PlayStation 6 possibly being held on by Sony until 2028 or maybe even 2029 now.
No, what?
This comes from Bloomberg, who's doing reporting on this. They also say that the Switch 2 is very likely to get a price increase because of this. It's going to be hard for Nintendo to avoid that. But yeah, apparently Sony was looking at like 2027 to get things started with the next generation, and now they are pushing that back. And the popular response to this has been like, good. We're going to be happy to stick with the PS5 even longer. But yeah, this is a generation that's had a lot of reasons to be prolonged after COVID, and there's still a lot of games getting canceled throughout that time. So this generation taking a long time to feel like it got started, and also the rush to PS6 in a time where it's like, how are you going to market that? How are you going to make that feel special? It's such a huge question mark. It's like, yeah, they might as well take their time, even though when they do this, it's probably still going to be the most expensive console. Like, is there any way in your guys' eyes that the PS6 comes out whenever it does, and it is less expensive than what a PS5 Pro is now?
What is a Pro at again?
Pro?
Yeah.
700, 800?
It's like, it's like 750 or something like that.
Oh, it's that a PS6
around
is
there.
probably going to be like around 8.
Yeah, they're going to be right around there.
This is fucking me up. The PS5 and the Xbox, the current one, were 2020?
26
years? No, those just came out.
No,
Right.
We're old,
No,
Dan.
no.
right?
It's been that long since the pandemic?
Yeah.
Oh, it's rough, huh?
What the fuck? Those are brand new. I just picked that up.
It's
Yeah.
it messed with our sense of time for sure. But a big problem with these consoles is just like the PS4 was supported for so long, and the exclusive games never really felt like that much different than what we got last gen. So people are still, I think, in many cases, sitting around going, when is this really going to get going? And that's picked up a little bit in like the last year or so. But hopefully now with this extra time, they can really make this console generation feel like it was worth it.
Yeah,
but
well,
it's not. Yeah, go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, like, part of that too is because they have to like lock in specs, right? Like, and it's you are handcuffing yourself to a thing that will rapidly age if there's a balance, right, of like committing and locking in those specs, and I think that plays into it. I also think like
They probably are locked in right now. Yeah.
yeah, I also think like I don't know, like outside of the understanding that people for whatever reason seem to be willing to continue to pay prices that are pornographic in nature, right, of like how much these things cost. I also think, a lot changes in a couple of years. I don't know. A lot does change, and the world economy can change. And I also think like there might be, I don't know, a more abundance of, RAM from another supplier.
I mean, yeah.
I think the China conversation is like not. I don't think there's a dead end there.
Yeah, right. None of that's going to happen in the next year for sure. You're right. It'll take a couple of years. Let's say like AI fell through right now, and all of that RAM that was getting sold to those AI data centers was just now, hey, we were going to give this to them, but they went out of business. So now we have it up for grabs. A lot of that stuff is like high bandwidth memory that would still be really prohibitively expensive to put into a video card or a console or something like that. It's not the same thing. They have just de-emphasized their efforts to keep up with DDR5 and DDR6 and DDR7 and DDR6X or whatever. So it's a real mess. Like, it's not like going to be like suddenly there is one magic bullet that comes along and makes things better. It will have to be like sustained efforts from these companies working in that direction. And right now there is no effort whatsoever to improve it. So we are a long ways off from this being a market that is sane in any way. And in the meantime, if you are trying to say, hey, we are trying to design a PS6 that's going to have, what they say, 30 gigabytes of RAM or something like that. It was like 24 to 30 gigabytes of DDR7. That's a very expensive proposition, and they're going to have to kind of figure out what that looks like and if they can keep that going and actually deliver a product that has those specs. All right. That's continuing on this thread. Steam Deck stock issues are basically confirmed by Valve, and they said that there will be intermittent shortages for all the reasons you think. It's about the RAM and the storage costs. Both those are going up in price, and it's causing delays, especially in places like United States, where then there's tariffs on top of that. So Valve's saying expect these intermittent shortages to happen throughout the rest of the year at the very least. Things are just going to be bad and kind of get worse, and they're going to be expensive, and they're going to get more expensive. It is a hobby that was already pushing a lot of people away. How do all these companies sort of navigate this? Is there an answer? Yeah.
I don't think there's an easy answer, Grub. I think companies are just going to have to rely on what we've already got, right? And folks that didn't pick up a Steam Deck, don't have a PS5, they're just going to be left out in the dust.
Yeah. Apparently in the UK, PlayStation started a PlayStation rental program where you can rent it for like £10 a month or something like that. So,
oh man, the only time I rented a game console is when I rented the Dreamcast before it came out from my Hollywood video.
I rented a PlayStation 1. Yeah. Ballerina Toshinden was real good, actually.
Y'all have heard me talk about libraries. Some libraries will let you do the same for free. So go investigate.
they didn't say like when to expect this to get cleared up, and they don't know. And then the Asus ROG Xbox Ally X got a big price increase in Japan. Went up by around $200. So yeah, and that is on top of that is due to, once again, the memory. That thing has like 24 gigabytes of DDR5 of the lower powered variety, and like you can get a model that has a terabyte of storage, and both of those are getting very
How much
hard.
do we need all this memory? Maybe we can make these game consoles without memory. Why do they have to remember so much things?
That's pretty stupid.
And I mean, Mike,
He's got a point.
No.
I like maybe the frustrating thing here is how stupid that these companies that are causing this problem. I think Chris Person pointed this out. Like, you need a device that has memory to be able to use the cloud and all this AI stuff in the first place. So if you're just going to make that stuff more expensive, you're going to maybe price people out from connecting to it in the first place. Yeah, it's just a bad company and across the board.
Grub, I need you to Danify something here. Okay, is this a tariff thing, an AI thing, both, or more complicated?
Oh yeah, it's all of those. Yeah, it's
all the above.
So it's primarily a AI thing that is causing the biggest pressure on the cost of RAM
because data centers are using too much and they're buying up all the stuff. And
they are paying like a premium on top of the already high costs for these things, so that they can get priority and get first in line. And so all this money is just impossible for these companies that are publicly traded companies to ignore. And so they aren't ignoring it. And because they are they have finite resources, they are ignoring the traditional markets that create the memory that went in your consoles or went in your phone or went in all these other things. So they aren't building up those manufacturing plants anymore. They're kind of letting them just run as they were. And that is meaning that they can't keep up with the rising demand that is happening on that side of things. And then for the United States specifically, then tariffs get piled on top of that. So this already bad cost is going up even more.
I saw
it's not as simple as just making more. Right, it's more complicated than that. Yeah.
So there are 3 companies that make it: SK Hynix,
RAM.
Yes, they make memory. SK Hynix, Samsung, and
is it the TC?
Is it Micron? Maybe it's I think it's Micron.
Micron. Yeah.
We should
start making RAM.
Right.
Now, here's
Coming
the thing.
soon to the Giant Bomb store, everybody.
Sean, get on it.
All right, merch man.
The problem with RAM is that you can't just make it. You need a factory that takes like 7 years to build, and you need like a very clean environment.
Backlog. 3D print us some RAM.
Yeah.
No, Chuck,
oh my God, that's so funny.
Get on the RAM grift. We got to do
Chuck,
that. Come on.
solve it. Yeah, it's Micron. Like, there's 3 companies, and Micron left the consumer space last year because of this. They're like, we can make way more money just selling it to data centers, so fuck consumers.
And semi-related to fuck consumers, someone posted in chat and I looked it up. Apparently, Western Digital is sold out of hard drives for 2026 already.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're allotments. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah,
like they've already
it, but for already, and we're only in February. That's insane.
And
where am I going to get USB drives?
I think that. I wonder what that
actually is going to be the year we got nasty and all got NASA's. So that's unfortunate.
Well, listen, don't forget, folks, listeners, viewers, watchers, consumers. Giant Bomb will never force you to upgrade your RAM to enjoy our content.
That's
ever.
true.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
It's our proprietary RAM.
We're going to gate it behind Giant Bomb RAM.
You can only watch our content on our RAM.
Yeah.
And our RAM will be chocolate covered and edible.
Ooh.
Like you won't have a problem.
And in the shape of a dragon.
Exactly.
With some big knockers.
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
That's where the RAM comes in.
Of course. That's how it works. Yeah. Okay. Well, this stinks. I don't think that we're going to have like any sort of easy path out of this. Will developers make sort of adjustments to their games, recognizing that people are not going to be able to keep up with having a minimum of like 32 gigabytes in their systems, in their PCs? Sounds like some of them are thinking that. There's already been at least one company, I can't remember what game it was, but they walked back their minimum specs. They're like, we are going to require less RAM. Don't freak out. So hopefully that becomes.
Yeah, it certainly seems like we have got to be a time where the whole, unless you're a rock star making Grand Theft Auto 6, nobody wants to hear about like this is gonna be the most high fidelity game ever. We don't want that. Actually,
No.
Can you actually make your games look much worse, please?
Yep. Make it run on my potato, and
Yeah.
and then don't release a PS6 for several more years, please. Yes.
Even DDR4 RAM is like going up in price.
I mean, that's because like they were already de-emphasizing that before any of this happened, right?
Yeah.
They were like, well, we're not going to build any new DDR4 plants. So yeah.
we just no one could know this was going to happen. So and no one saw this coming. There were zero warning signs. It's an act of God is really what it is.
And the billionaires that are in these spaces that are causing this, I think it's probably a good thing because that means we'll have to just rent our computers from NVIDIA in the future. So that's what they want. They get to be in. There's another space where they could be our landlords, and it's our computers, which is just an exciting possibility.
Kreb, do you think that could actually legitimately lead to some small resurgence of like internet cafes?
I mean,
Giant bomb internet cafes.
Yeah, we should definitely be doing that.
Yes.
/cat cafe. You can have.
Yeah,
We
Chuck?
have.
I'm out.
Yes, I think we will see a resurgence of stuff along those lines. Maybe more often people getting their library card and going to their library, right? And using the computers there.
Go do that.
But yep. All right. Nintendo's got a new wave for everybody. It's the best thing that they are very good at delivering. DMCA'd. They are basically hitting every Switch emulator repo on GitHub. They've done this before. They're doing it again. Of course, this is their way of like going out there and showing that they're active and throwing their weight around. It's not going to have too much of an effect because the people that really know what they're doing with this stuff will host the repos themselves, and all of these things have backups outside of GitHub. So it's really just kind of a surface level, like stopping people from being able to find it like relatively easily. But yeah, Nintendo's still out there doing this thing. They were primarily going after Switch emulators though here. This is still them being like, that hit a little bit too close to our moneymaker. The emulation scene kind of got up and running a little bit faster than we were comfortable with. So we are going to come down hard. And, we have moved past the Switch now for the most part. They haven't stopped releasing Switch games, though. So I'm not too surprised to see them coming out and doing this. It's Nintendo. They are mostly lawyers at this point. Any dot hack fans?
Yo, yes.
I
Actually,
just knew Jam was going to say
could
that.
have
Yes.
could have guessed that. Could have guessed that.
me and Dan, we're the #1 dot hackers.
I own a couple of them on PS2. Yeah.
See?
I've always dot hack curious, but I never
too.
dived in.
Well, that CyberConnect 2 game that was getting teased was them confirming that they are making Dot Hack 0, positioned as a restart of Dot Hack from 0. And so it has nothing to do with, like, I think there was some novels called Dot Hack 0. Nothing to do with that.
Confusing.
This is them starting over from scratch. And apparently they've been working on it for a long time, or at least thinking about it for a long time. It's going to be an action RPG. And they also said like they in the previous games there would be sort of gestures towards the real world. Dot Hack was a game within a game, and you were playing inside of its MMO inside of the game called The World, I think. And then you could get some taste of what was happening outside of the world from emails and a handful of other things. Here it's going to be like, oh no, we did that back then because we wanted to save money and time. There will be no such restraints this time. We are going to be fully exploring both sides of that.
Oh.
Jan, what does that say to you?
That's actually pretty cool. I thought Dot Hack was an interesting thing to come out in a post-Matrix world where folks were so used to, and I guess for me at least, kind of led to Mega Man Battle Network, where you kind of have that integration of
I always put them in the same spot. Yeah,
jumping into a world. So that's cool. I enjoyed the little emails and like the little text stuff that would come out of it. I wonder if that might muddy the flow of the game a bit because, you're in an action RPG in the world of the world that I don't know what you would do in a real life part of Dot Hack other than, I don't know, answer emails. And
is it gonna be like the real life part of Assassin's Creed? You're mostly just talking to people and looking at emails. Actually,
yeah, it could be. Yeah,
trying to buy RAM. I don't know.
You know what I would love to do? This is never possible. Like, I know they bring back all these games in different ways that they said they never could, but I can't imagine this could ever happen. Majestic, the EA game from 2001. Do you remember this?
Oh, I don't know if I do.
It was like an ARG. It was an ARG thing. So it's like characters would instant message you.
Yes.
They would text you and stuff. They'd say like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a hold of you tomorrow at 2 p.m." and they would do it. And it's like you have to go on the actual internet and stuff.
You?
I think it might have faxed you. They'll call you.
You get AOL Instant Messenger messages.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joe Pantoliano was in it. It's got Joey Pants.
Yep, I remember this.
I just think that there's just no way you could ever replicate that. But I was always so curious about what the fuck that was like.
Yeah, Giant Bomb had an alternate reality game, right? Yeah, we should be the ones doing these now.
Chuck, make us a Majestic.
He did it last time, so yeah.
Make a Majestic.
Giant Bomb Majestic.
It was like the game with Michael Douglas, which again, I've always they should make the game real, and they kind of tried, and no one bought it.
If the game is real, Dan, I promise I'll get it for you for your birthday one day.
You'll be my Sean Penn?
I will be your Sean Penn.
I'll be your Michael Douglas.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I love that movie to death, but it is it's like in a vacuum. It's awesome. And then when you think about it, you're just
it's incredibly stupid.
I think I would like to be the one running the game, actually. I don't want to be Michael Douglas. Mike Minotti will be our Mike Douglas.
You don't want to be
the person
Douglas because you are forced to try to commit suicide at the end of the game.
But it's a work. Not to spoil the game.
But until Michael Douglas hits the fucking balloon mat, he thinks he's killing himself.
But then it's a fucking party.
Yeah, that's fun. It's always good to get a party.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like that was the other thing I couldn't believe about that movie. He like dusts all the glass off himself, and he's like, "Whoa!
Someone hands him a drink.
For me?
Yeah, someone hands him like a drink.
Give me champagne.
Okay. Happy birthday!
Thanks for coming.
It's an incredible
20 seconds ago, I was trying to kill myself, but thanks for coming to my party.
Like not literal. Like that movie can't be a literal experience.
I fully assumed it was literal. Yeah, that's the one where Mario kills himself. That's the one where Charles Martinet kills himself.
Yeah,
Mario kills himself in that movie.
Yeah, unlike a reality where Nintendo had him assassinated. That's very different.
Right. Yeah. It's a crazy fucking movie.
It is crazy. It is well done. Like it's definitely entertaining, but it's also insane.
It's David Fincher. Yeah.
And that's Dot Hack Zero, everybody.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pokemon Pokopia is getting Cloud Island servers. So basically what the thing here is, and this isn't worthy thing because the game will host your world online even when you aren't logged in, which is very convenient if you like want to get a friend group together and work together building stuff in a world. That's not how it works in Animal Crossing. Yeah, in Animal Crossing, like someone has to be online and then you join their world. Here, the world will just be there, so people can like go in there and like do things while you're at work, and then you come home and see like what they did. And that's ideal for one of these games where you are supposed to be sort of existing in the space.
Tokopia.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay,
I'll visit Tokopia.
Come to Tokopia. Boy, this game's getting some buzz now. Like I was like, this thing, I don't know. Now, I've been convinced, learning it's from the Dragon Quest Builders people. Yeah. People love those games, and like there were some previews. People seem high on it. Like, I'm kind of like ready for this to hit pretty good now.
Yeah, I think it's going to do all right. At the very least, it's going to be a sales success. We'll see how the reviews do. Like that's kind of up in the air, but it seems like the fandom is ready to embrace this game, and I'm getting kind of excited about it.
I got that game for $2 hairs on Fantasy.
Oh, really?
Bastard. Nice. You son of a bitch. You have a coconut.
We talked about the Virtual Boy. It won't work. The Virtual Boy app won't work while docked.
I have a question about that.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
So you see the two screens when it's undocked, though.
Yes.
And I'm very good at Magic Eye. We've established it.
Yes, you can do it.
I could do that. I could just Magic Eye.
If you cross out, if you used your superpower of being able to do whatever the fuck you want to your eyes, like some sort of freak, you can cross the streams, and if you line up the two things by crossing your eyes just right, it will look 3D.
Right, Dad, I'm ahead of you. I'm making your screen bigger, Dad.
Okay, here you go, Mitch. What do you want to play?
I already had it crossed. Give me some.
I'm gonna give you Wario Land. I'm giving you Wario Land.
The further away you are from the screen, Mike, the easier it will be.
Could we not
that you need it easy. I know.
Could we not just like take the video feed, like I take the video feed and just overlap them to make it work?
All right, hang on. I need to cheat.
A little,
I need to...
a little further away is easier. I mean, if you gotta hold it still, that's too close and also very blurry. Or
There
just
you go.
look, you can put
Stop
it
You see Macho Man.
All I can see is Macho Man. And me. Hi. That's me.
Whoa, that's
Oh,
fucked up.
shit.
So to be
Wow.
Oh, your screen background. What's happening?
to be clear, I was doing it that entire time. It was working.
Wow.
That was
wow.
great.
That's great. I hope
Very
If you
you're
really
impressive,
revealed
Mike.
something terrible, that would have
That's,
been pretty
now
awesome.
that would be probably pretty bad for my eyes to do that for an extended period of time, right?
That sounds to me like a feature, Mike.
I think it seems like you're good at it to the point where it's like, I don't know if it actually would be bad for your eyes, but let's say yes, just in case someone at home tries to do it.
Okay.
The Virtual Boy library at launch, as a reminder, is 3D Tetris, Galactic Pinball, which is okay, Golf, which is not great, the Mansion of Innsmouth, which I think is kind of garbage, Red Alarm, also garbage, Teleraboxers, not the worst, but it's not great, and then Virtual Boy Wario Land, which is actually pretty good. So there you go.
That seemed like the only decent-ish one. What was the one that was kind of the Star Fox? I played a little bit of that.
That one.
Red Alarm?
is- Yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah,
Red
yeah,
Alarm.
yep.
Yeah, nothing crazy. That's one where the whole only black and red images things makes things pretty difficult to discern.
Blizzard's bringing Warlock class to Diablo 4, Lords of Hatred, Diablo 2, and Diablo Immortal. I didn't add this. Who added this? And
I added this.
Yeah,
This is
what does this mean?
awesome. So, there's that Diablo Lord of Hatred expansion coming for Diablo 4 later this year. And we always knew there was going to be a second class. Paladin already came out. Second class is Warlock. So that's neat. Sure, we haven't had Warlock in Diablo before. Then they're like, it's also coming to Diablo Immortal, which is the free-to-play Diablo game. Sure. And then they're like, it's coming to Diablo 2. And Diablo 2 has not had a new class since its expansion came out like 2001.
I was about to
and if you-
say, like actual Diablo 2?
I mean, it's coming to the remake that they made a few years back, which is a great remake, and the remake has the original graphics in there if you want. So, it's in that. They released it that day. This is out now. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet because I've been traveling. But the idea that Diablo 2 got a new class in 2026, that is so freaking cool to me. I like the newer Diablos, but I've never liked them nearly as much as Diablo 2. There's just a pace and a feel and a tone of that game that I absolutely adore. I've been kind of wanting to go back to it, and having this as an excuse, oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Just adding new content like this to a super old game is awesome.
That's cool.
I can't wait to dive into this.
Yeah, that's really neat. I wonder, like, they're just like, people still play that game all the time. We are still selling it. But this is a fun way to get people thinking about Diablo, regardless of whatever Diablo they want to be thinking about. Very cool.
Yeah. And I know the price is high. It's like $25. I don't know what else that comes with, right? They're kind of trying to make it sound like it's like an expansion, but aside from the new character, I don't know what. It's not like there's a new act in the game or something like that. But there's some quality of life stuff that they added as well. I assume that's just part of a patch.
Mike, do you know what the state of Diablo Immortal is, or Immortals is?
No idea. I was just wondering about that. Like, what's going on with Diablo Immortal? Is it a thing where it's still popular everywhere? Maybe it's still really popular in like Asia or something. I have no idea, really. It's personally not a going concern. Not that that game was ever terrible, but especially once Diablo 4 was out, I'll just play that if I want to do a modern Diablo.
Last story here. Hideki Sato, who was the visionary who shaped many of Sega's consoles, has died. He was the former Sega president. He was basically integral to designing all of their consoles, especially so I guess the Dreamcast, but he was involved in the Genesis, everything. He recently died, and he was like, when he was designing the Dreamcast, said he wanted to do that because he was obsessed with play and communication, so he included a modem, as well as the visual memory unit, the VMU. He's got quite a legacy, so restful trails to Hideki Sato.
Yeah, I loved the Sega consoles, and Dreamcast especially. Just has such a strong just look and features and stuff it's doing with internet play and the VMU. When I play a Dreamcast today and I have that VMU in there and I see the little things happening in the VMU, I still think that is so neat.
It's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
So thank you to him for the incredible work over the years, and happy trails.
Yep, he retired in 2008, and I got to have quite a few years there, just kind of kick him back. He earned it. All right, that does it for the news. Jan, handing the show back over to you.
Folks, we're going to take a quick bricky break, and we will be back with emails and any YouTube super chats if we got them. We'll see you on the other side. These are the emails for the show. Emails. Bombcast at Giant Bomb is the email address to send your emails to. You can write in about any and everything. Thanks to y'all for sending emails in. We've been getting a bunch every week, and I'm pleasantly surprised. It tickles me in a very special, I like it. We'll just say that.
I like it.
Where's it tickling you?
I can't say, Mike. First email comes from Rob from Illinois. And it's funny that we brought up the Nintendo lawyers because this may get them on the phone. But Jeff Grubb, I feel like your expertise would help out Rob a lot. Hello, Bomb Crew. First time writer, long time listener. I run sports psychology sessions for volleyball teams and would love to set up 4 copies of Beach Spikers, Nintendo GameCube, with 4 controllers each so that an entire team can run play at any given time. While there are many volleyball games out on the market, all of which I've tried, Beach Spikers has just the right feel and cooperation for what I want to do with these teams. So, what would be the best way for me to get this setup going outside of procuring the actual hardware, 4 GameCubes, 4 discs, 4 controllers? I would love to consider this as low cost as possible, the easiest to procure in the States, and with as little Nintendo jail as possible. Thanks for keeping up the great work. Fuck ice. Rob from Illinois.
Yeah. Okay. So for GameCube, you're going to be pretty good emulating that with Dolphin. And it's still going to get pretty expensive, like having to get all those controllers. But I would just recommend going to a secondhand shop, maybe getting Xbox 360 controllers. Even like those would be fine. You just plug those in.
They're pretty cheap, like GameCube, like wired USB controllers that you can buy like a 2 or a 4-pack from. They suck.
Right, they're super cheap though, and they do
yeah,
suck.
they are.
So, but maybe you could try those out and see how you feel. Maybe get one of them and see if they will hold up to a lot of use. But yeah, I mean, go and get like old laptops and just get Dolphin set up on there. I think you'll be fine. You could also get RetroPie, I bet.
Those.
I bet a Raspberry Pi can do Dolphin just fine, like a modern Raspberry Pi. And those used to be like $35. I bet they're not much more than that these days, even for like a higher end one. Although those have RAM as well, so who knows what's happening. So maybe get a bunch of those and then a bunch of secondhand controllers and go that route. Like that's probably the cheapest way to do it while being able to have it set up permanently and with a bunch of controllers and all that.
Man, I never played Beach Spikers. I just looked. I don't have it. I kind of want to think. There's only one volleyball game from that generation that I played. I don't know what to say which one
was
it is.
Huh? What is
Don't
it?
worry about that. Don't worry about the chicken.
There you go, Rob. Thank you for the advice, Grub. And thank you, Mike Minotti, for further insight into your brain.
I'll choke the chicken.
Okay, all right. I heard you.
Yeah,
I heard
Mike,
you.
we got
I
it,
heard
Mike.
you.
We got it,
Mike.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Next email comes from perhaps one of my favorite emailer names or usernames. Yowie Bunga writes in, hello, Giant Bomb. I have recently become a premium member. Hey, real quick, Mike Minotti, how can someone become a premium member?
If you want to become a premium member, which not only means that you are supporting us as independent games media, but you are getting access to exclusive new premium-only shows like Grub Snacks, The 9 Lives of Mr. Mustafa Fleas, and our upcoming show with Abby Russell, Marry Me Tomodachi, and more, everybody. There's more in the works.
More well within the works, yes.
Actually, yes.
Exciting stuff happening over there. You need to go to giantbomb.com/join. You can join on a monthly basis. You can join yearly. Save a little money that way. It's very nice. Yeah, we love you, but we love you more when you pay us. So do that.
True. If we're just being honest, it's true.
Yes.
There's so many different forms of Mikey. You get angry Blake Club Mikey. You get Disney Mikey. I do think my favorite is probably sales pitch Mikey.
Sales pitch Mikey. Yeah.
I'm borderline Mikey's still my favorite.
Bank robber Mikey's good too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. He's scary.
When are we gonna get another bank robbing games on that side of me?
Yeah, we'll get that out again. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
GTA.
Now I wonder why he has so much cash in his wallet. Anyway, Yowie Bunga writes in, hello, Giant Bomb. I've recently become a premium member and have received a copy of Z.E.R.O for my troubles. And what do you know? But I love it. Just like you all, but unfortunately, I'm quite shit at it. So I was hoping you could all share some gamer tips and tricks for us desperately poor players of Z.E.R.O. Thank you for the show each week, Yowie Bunga.
I mean, without going to, because there's way like deep level strats and stuff like that about keeping strike combos and stuff going. Yeah. I think the most important thing to say, and it's important to say it because Jacob Geller, who was very good at this and better than us at this game, didn't know this very basic thing. So if he didn't know it, you definitely need to know it. It is if you strike into a token, any token, upgrade token, one of the like bomb things or whatever, you instantly refill your strike meter. So do not ever just run into an upgrade token if you can help it. Obviously, if it's recharging, you don't really have a choice. But you want to strike into every token, and that'll recharge it. And then once you get that down, then you can start looking into extending your strike combos if you're going for real score hunt type stuff.
Yeah, I think it would like get to a point where you understand what makes you more survivable. So like drones are better than you think they are because they absorb hits and they like can shoot at the little things that are coming at you that you might not see. So you could kind of like pull your vision out a little bit more and have a slightly larger cone you could pay attention to, which is huge in the game, actually. And really, it's about getting past that first stage of the game where it's at its hardest because you have the least capabilities with your ship. So try a bunch of different builds, try a bunch of different card stacks and decks, and kind of just get to a point where you are at the end of the game and you feel like, oh, I could kind of keep flying here without getting hit. But that takes a while.
Fantastic. Thank you for the tips. Z.E.R.O will wind up on every single episode of this podcast for the
number 12 in the world. I did beat Jacob Geller again, so
nice work, Jesus.
Yeah, but I beat him by like 2,000 points, Dan. I'm like right there.
Oh, good.
It's crazy.
That feels even better, I'm sure.
Yes, it's amazing.
I just saw my lights flicker, and there's a little bit of a rainstorm happening here in San Francisco, so I just had to delete a good chunk of these emails because we got so many, gang. So I'm going to continue going down the line. I didn't write this emailer down, but for folks watching the Olympics, are the Blade Angels really fucking cool? They seem cool. Yes, they are.
I mean, they're the Blade Angels. Are they as cool? What were those two people in Mighty Ducks 2? The two
Bash
big
Bros?
guys were are they as cool as the Bash Bros?
Very close. I shouts out to Oakland's own Alyssa Liu, fucking tearing up the ice skating rink. Wonderful performance. All right, moving along. Jonathan writes in, dudes, I'm about to walk into a meeting with my boss and pitch the idea of working remotely in Canada. I live and work in Texas right now. I'm very much a bundle of nerves, and I can't get that song out of my head. I think the song is helping. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Jonathan. Jonathan writes in later, guys, it didn't go well.
Oh, no.
I was going to say, I hated to say it, but I was like, I bet that doesn't work out.
Yeah, somehow your Texas-based company.
You have to just do it, dude. Ask for forgiveness, not permission. Just like say I'm in Canada now. What are you gonna do? And then if they fire you, well,
they're gonna fire him.
I bet they won't. I bet they won't. Actually,
I bet they would.
Minnesota,
we'd rather have you.
It's basically Canada here in Minnesota. Just come here. Yeah,
there you go.
I'm leaving the state one way or another. Wish me luck, Jonathan. We wish you well, John.
By the way, I already love Canada. A lot of our best comedians and wrestlers come from Canada.
Justin Bieber.
And now thinking about Nirvana, the band, the show, which that movie is aggressively Canadian. Yeah. It's just like
Toronto specifically, apparently.
Yeah,
yes.
but like they're a bunch of like curling cheaters over there, right?
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
There are bad Canadians. It's true, but the best of them, absolutely, yeah. They're mostly like right-wing grifters, but yes. Yeah.
What do you mean, Jeff Grubb?
That's good. That's really good. Mitch from Michigan writes in, I should say Michigan. Hey, y'all. I always listen to all your videos and podcasts at 2 times speed. Bundle of Nerves is a better song at 2 times speed. Still
Oh, I
not
believe
good,
that.
but significantly better. Does anyone at GB watch/listen to things on higher speed than normal? I started with audiobooks, and it's just kind of bled over to everything to the point where now I hate it when anything doesn't have some kind of speed option. With love, Mitch from Michigan.
No. I'm full. Was it David Lynch doing the like, you're going to watch a movie on your fucking phone? Like, I am full on, like, you don't mess with that stuff.
For podcasts, though?
I don't really listen to podcasts.
You're wrong.
He doesn't listen
Right,
to
but
podcasts.
right.
But that's what we're talking about.
You listen to Deadlocked, right?
I listen to Deadlock, and I think I have a thing on that makes it so it automatically snips out like breaks.
Yeah.
If there's a long break, it's like a smart speed thing
Which
or
definitely
something.
flies in the face of what you're preaching a little bit.
Deadlock's not a movie. It's some fellas talking
Of
about
course,
wrestling,
that's why it's
you know?
okay.
But he didn't. To be clear, this emailer didn't talk about movies.
That
He's
was
talking
where your
about
head went.
podcasts.
Yes.
You injected that.
I guess I think I watch a lot more movies than I listen to podcasts. So I think about
but
like,
no one's doing that to movies.
didn't Netflix add that or something?
I think they did it for like a very specific like use case, but it's not for what people thought it was.
Okay.
But like, yeah. I have started doing this, and I've discovered that for like audiobooks and for podcasts and YouTube videos, if I increase the speed, it's easier for me to follow. Like,
Yes,
I'm like,
agreed.
oh,
Really?
yes. It's like, oh, I was having trouble because people are taking a long time to get their point out. Something I'm sure I'm guilty of on this podcast. So it's like when I sped up the speed, I could like get to their next point faster, and it all began to like web together in my brain a little bit easier. So
Yeah.
I think it's okay for audiobooks too.
Sure.
You know, I think it's okay
I don't go like 2x for audiobooks though.
No, that seems a little too quick. Maybe like 1.25 or 1.5.
Yeah,
I
for
think,
podcasts, I'll go 1.75. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm watching like an instructional YouTube video, like of fucking course I'm putting that on 2x. Are you kidding me?
Really?
Like,
Because like I'm so skeptical because like a lot of my audiobooks are kind of like I don't know, like my current one's about like the history of language families, and I feel like it's already hard enough to absorb this information. I feel like if I speed it up, I'm just gonna.
I mean, everyone's going to be
hard.
different on that stuff. Yeah, I think it
there's
helps
a
me
lot
'cause
of
I think it's ADHD is a big part of it. Like that helps me.
I wanna mess with this guy who listens to me at 2 times speed and talks
no.
slowly so he hears me normal.
Oh my god, you sound so much like Shake. It's
I
probably crazy.
would be kind of terrified to hear what
Lower
my
your tone too.
voice sounds like at 2 times speed. Someone on the internet was mean about my voice again the other day.
I love that he like
And
screwed up slow down.
I think that it
My
would
voice.
only become more pitchy
Because
at higher speeds still.
Mike, you're doing it wrong.
Why?
You're doing it wrong.
How?
Or you
still
do it with you.
standing-
No, respond to him the right way, Backlart.
You
Oh,
don't
Discord's cutting you out.
understand. You're like,
sound
become.
like
you said become.
the sloth from Zootopia.
We're not just doing impressions of that. I thought that's what we were doing. Okay, never mind.
Only Baclar sounded like that to me.
I'm gonna do the episode. I'm gonna talk really
Mikey.
fast, and so it's gonna be like 4 times speed. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
And Mikey, while he's doing that, tell us a brisket joke slow.
No, stop
No,
it. I want to eat lunch. at some point.
Moratorium.
You know what I've noticed?
I
I've actually-
I got a cameo request to do that one again, and they wanted me to work bacon. So remember bacon? I was like,
fucking
call
sickos.
No.
I've noticed. You ever watch the? I forget what it's called, but
TV.
instead of reading a sentence, what was that?
What it's called? It's called a TV. That's what you
Radio.
Yeah.
Instead of reading a sentence, if I see the words individually blasted at my face,
Oh, yes.
I can read.
Oh, I saw
and,
that.
and
Same.
comprehend quicker.
100% same. Yes, I was like surprised by that, but it's like they could
Yeah.
you could blast it like a really high word per
Oh.
minute, and it was easier
Dude,
for me to follow.
I would 100% read a full book that way.
I
me
think
too.
I think it has to do with like the way you memorize what words look like.
Shapes.
Yeah, like the
something
whole
that.
word memorization or
Pattern
something like that.
recognition.
Yeah, I don't know.
Stuff
All
like
right,
that.
Jan, I'm finally seeing Marty Supreme tonight. Should I go like 4 times speed with that? Would that help?
Oh no, Dan, your heart will explode.
Okay, I want that.
It is an
Okay.
Uncut
Want
Gems
that.
like.
I'm gonna watch that stressful movie about the mom with the dying daughter. You were talking about Fire Escape at 2 times speed.
Oh, I don't know what that would do to that movie. That movie's
That'd be
insane.
All right, moving on with emails. K-Train from DE. I don't know where that is. Hey, Bombastines, how do you guys prepare your oatmeal? Do you use milk or are you correct and use water? Also, can we all agree maple brown sugar is the best oatmeal? Love the show.
Yes.
Much love, K-Train.
I do love that.
K-Train.
That's correct. I use
cream and
almond
oatmeal.
milk.
You know, I think my favorite is the one I had this morning, which was the fruity cereal flavor of oats overnight. Code in the chat, folks. Code in the chat. Use the oats code, folks. There you go. Fruity cereal. It was like Fruity Pebbles in oatmeal form. It was delicious. I had cookies and cream yesterday. Can you believe it?
Yeah,
they made it possible.
Do you use
That
milk
one
or
is
water?
so gross.
I
That
use almond
one
milk.
is disgusting.
Cookies and cream? It's one of the highest rated
No.
ones. It's got like a 4.83 average.
Oh,
What do you mean
thanks
it's
for your
most-
overnight code. I appreciate that. I'm gonna use your
You're
code.
quite welcome,
No, don't
everyone.
use Bacalards. Use
My
mine.
code gives you more respect in life
It's
and
not
a bigger
true.
discount.
I'll say this though. I got my Innovator Steel Shaker from Oats Overnight for getting so many referrals. They send you an Innovator Steel Oats Shaker.
Wow.
It sucks. It sucks. I
Finally,
hate it.
some
I
honesty.
hate it. I retired it after 2 shakes, and I'm back to my
wow.
plastic one. Yeah.
Finally,
It gets all
some
crusty in the top.
honesty.
Yeah.
Look-
Dan, what was the rating for those cookies and cream oats?
I thought it was like a 4.83 or something because I sort
So
by
not as
highest
good
rated.
as Metroid Prime 4.
Wow, thank you, Mike. That was great.
Oh God.
I've
Wow.
was
chosen
like a
to embrace
beautiful-
this future.
It's like a beautiful
No
one-timer.
choice. Yes.
What a beautiful one-timer right there.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Tic-tac-toe, baby.
Oh,
Oh, that felt good, Mike. I saw it
I was
coming
just
together
gonna
and I just
set
slid
up and
back.
everything.
I had to win the audience back after that slow reading. I don't think they liked it. They didn't like
I
it.
don't think they liked it at all.
Chuck, can we change our rating system to 1,000-point system? Actually give like a 4.83 to a game.
Let's adopt the Olympic scale
Yeah, there we go.
of speed skating. No, I think the fruity cereal one is D tier trash.
I love that.
But I am
I
with
think it's
you
great.
on cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream,
vanilla.
cinnamon roll. Those are 2
I
favorites.
like cookie
Those are
dough
great.
too. I thought cookie dough was better
Cookie
than I
dough's
thought it would be.
fantastic. Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah,
will-
mine's the better code. Mine's the better code. My
not-
code
not-
also looks better.
Y'all
Like it's a
will.
better
You're
version
going
of
to burden
alphanumeric.
Bacalar with an Innovator Steel Shaker, and he doesn't want that. They're bad.
You can't have
Might
it.
not.
Y'all will think I'm
Alphanumerically, mine's more
insane
attractive.
because I will eat unsweetened oatmeal with an egg, a fried egg on it sometimes.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, y'all
All
know
right.
me. I don't like sweet things. Besides Mikey over here, you know.
Dude,
oh,
I like that. I like your style. Wait, so you're putting a fried egg on top of complete raw dog oatmeal?
Yezert, throwing some water
I'll
on that
fuck with
bad
that.
boy.
I'll fuck with that real nice.
Hey,
Oh,
Jan, you're like a chef guy, and you're running. Can you I'm just curious because I've never known anyone that's tried this, and you're running now. Can you just wake up and do the Rocky style once and let me know how it goes on a podcast?
All right. Okay.
Was it like 4 eggs?
It's 4 eggs.
Why don't you
And
just
he gets
try
up and
one?
You got to see the scene. You got to make it exactly like the scene. I think it's dark when he wakes up and he's like, I don't want to fucking get up and run. And then it's like 4 eggs or something. And he chugs it and goes. So
Yeah.
I want to hear how that goes.
Jason Finelli, I'm just going to sleep over at the house real quick just so I can reenact the whole scene, okay?
All right. There you go.
Okay. The impossible pivot to a very serious email. This comes from John from Queens, New York. Hi, duders. I've been going through a rough patch recently as my mom passed away shortly before Christmas. As I was writing her eulogy, I really came to appreciate that she was the one that got me into video games. Growing up, my mom had a Genesis, SNES, and a Game Boy. She loved the classic 2D Mario and Sonic games, and we would play those together or take turns with the Game Boy so we could try to beat each other's high score in Tetris. Even if she tapped out after the 16-bit era, she remained supportive of my love of gaming, and I'll always be thankful for how cool that was. My question for you all is, what role did your parents play in your early gaming? Did they play games themselves, have a curiosity about your hobby, or just leave you in peace while you caught your Pokemons in the backseat of the car? P.S. Thanks for all you do on the podcast, for being friendly voices in my ear when I needed them the most. John from Queens,
Yeah.
New York.
First off, sorry for your loss.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that's great that you have those memories. My parents didn't really play games. I think my older brother remembers when we got the NES. My dad brought it over. He showed him like how to like run in Mario and maybe play golf once, and that was it. In fact, in general, when I was young, it was very rare for me to come across adults in general who are playing games. It was still very much these are the toys for the kids, and that's what they're going to do while we play Trivial Pursuit or poker in the den.
My dad actually had a pretty big influence early on. Him and my stepdad, actually, because before I was probably like 3 or so years old, and I remember watching my dad and my stepdad playing RBI baseball against each other all the time. And back there, you're running the mental math again. Yes, that's right. They live together. And I just remember my dad would get so mad because whenever he was winning, my stepdad would just be like, "Oh, the computer likes you better. The computer likes you better." And it just made my dad furious. And then once my stepdad moved in with my mom and I went to dad's place, I was old enough to play games with him. So like Mario Kart was huge. I got the Super Nintendo. So we played Mario Kart together all the time. He loved Star Fox. Like he worked at the grocery store and he would time his breaks to like, he could drive home real quick and do a full Grand Prix with me and then drive back to the grocery store in time after a lunch break.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And Link to the Past, we both liked a lot. And then back at mom's place, my stepdad, him and I really connected on video games. It was Soul Calibur, Twisted Metal 2, Command & Conquer, GoldenEye. That's when I built like a cardboard divider for the screen. So it's like I could fold it up and I put a little Velcro on the side. So I would lay on the ground looking at the bottom screen for GoldenEye. And he would sit up in a lawn chair above there and we would do like, we couldn't see each other's screens. So yeah, a lot of good memories with both dad and Kayla's dad.
Fun.
I think my dad only ever played Stealth ATF for the NES, which is a realistic flight simulator. Right?
Hell yeah.
The realistic flight simulator based on the F-117A stealth bomber, which of course he was obsessed with. Which I get it. And we played that game, and every single time we would take off. We would fly, and then it would come time to land, and we never got that fucker to land once in years of trying. It's not like we played it for a week and put it down. We tried over and over again. That's one where I'm like, I should go back to that now and see if I can make that
What's
happen.
the Mount Rushmore of NES dad games? I think it's that.
RBI baseball.
Golf, and Vegas Dreams.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe Wheel of Fortune for NES as well.
My folks didn't really get into games, but I had two uncles for sure that like really shepherded me through. Like I had an uncle that like showed me the Sega Genesis, and then another uncle that bought me my first PS1 that he then commandeered after a while to go play one of those helicopter games for way too long.
Urban Strike.
I think it was Urban Strike. Yeah. All right. Shouts out to you, John. Again, sorry for your loss, but shouts out to your mom for getting you to games. We got two more emails here. This one comes from Matt from Scotland. Hi, Bombers. Can you settle a debate with me and my partner? We have 12 extra invites to our wedding, and we want to send them to companies for free shit. Any ideas who might give us some good stuff? Weddings are expensive. We love freebies. Matt from Scotland.
So hang on.
Wait,
you want
what?
to invite the companies to your wedding? I don't understand how the invite turns into free shit. What are you describing?
I think Matt is under the assumption that if someone in the company sees this invite, they will think, "Oh, well, we can't make it. Let's go give them something."
This is quite the con.
Is just look. I'm Mr. trying to get free shit from companies, and this feels like a stretch. I don't know if you can pull this off. You can get the company to give you a free wedding, in my case, but I don't know if you could get them to send you gifts, You
You're so romantic. Wedding at Taco Bell, Valentine's Day at a White Castle. Jesus
we got
Christ.
a thing. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about that. A part of me wants to be like, invite me, I'll come to your wedding, but I won't. I don't want to.
Okay. Let's play in this space a little bit, guys. Can you think of a way to make it happen? Because I think if you go into LinkedIn and you get like the names of not just like the C-suite people or like maybe the regional vice president or something, get their names, but then find out the names of their assistants, reach out to them directly and be like, hey, I was wondering if like Bob could come to my wedding. We were like, this is something that, would be a dream come true or whatever, or just lie and be like, I talked to Bob about it. He said to reach out to you.
Right.
Here's the details. Here's the Amazon wish list. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like maybe try something along those lines. And then they might have like like she might have, or they might have, like a thing of like, oh, if we get something like this and the guy is busy, just send out this gift package or something like that. You might be able to make that work.
That's a smart way to go.
Yeah,
I'll say,
good.
Matt, if you pay for it, I will fly out to your wedding. I will attend your wedding. I mean that. And I will bring you a Giant Bomb mug of your choosing and a copy of MacGruber on Blu-ray.
In pieces. Yeah.
I will actually do that if you pay for it. Yes.
Wow.
After
generous of you, Dan.
after Matt had said weddings are expensive, he's gonna go pay for your whole thing.
You know what?
Scotland.
Sign Guy Bubsy says, will you officiate? Yeah, I'll officiate too. I'll officiate the wedding for free.
Okay.
I've done so. I don't quite figure out Scotland law, but yeah, I can do that.
Sure. Okay.
Again, it's not free. They're paying to get you out there, but I get your point. It's a good
bonus.
nice gesture.
Yeah.
A nice gesture.
Mhm.
Dan, maybe you can give them the shaker that you don't want.
I will
There you go.
also give you my Oats Overnight Innovator Steel Shaker.
Oh, shit.
It
Innovator.
sucks. Yeah.
It's terrible. It's almost as bad as bugs.
All right, everybody. Last email of the show. And normally when an emailer leaves their last name in, I omit it. But I think a declaration of war has been cast down.
What?
And this comes from the Regulation Podcast's own Andrew Panton. Dear Giant Bomb Crew, on episode 927, an emailer wrote in declaring you to be the Hot Dog Podcast. I love you guys, but I cannot allow this without challenge. Last year, we gained the hot dog crown after the 5 of us tracked every hot dog we ate across the year. We even have a wonderful community made a site backing our data. As a show, we consumed 159 hot dogs across 12 months. Until Giant Bomb can establish a higher year total regulation is undeniably the Hot Dog Podcast. And that's Regulation Podcast. With love, Andrew Panton.
You can't fucking compete with that. What are you talking about?
I think even if Bacalar sits out completely and doesn't eat a dog this entire year, we got this. I think we got this.
Get your numbers up, boys.
I think they can have this one personally.
I'll do it by myself. I got it.
Grub.
I probably had 3 to 5 hot dogs last year.
Yeah, exactly. Those are rookie numbers.
I probably
And
had
I
3 to
like
5 hot
them.
dogs so far this year. So I'm like, I can step up for
I
everybody.
think I'm hot dog list so far this year.
No, I know I've had 12.
Okay.
This year?
You got 12?
Yeah, I'll keep track of
more
mine.
than
You keep
one
track of
a
yours.
week you're averaging. What the fuck is happening?
Sometimes you got to take a friend to Costco.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a Costco, and I haven't been to any ball games.
Oh, I haven't counted my Costco hot dogs. Okay.
Oh, I am going to New York.
Oh, they
I'm going to
count.
New York City this week, so I can do some damage
There you
there.
go.
Okay, all right. From starting Lunar New Year, February 17th, everyone keep track of your hot dogs, okay?
Now, Jan.
All right.
Jan,
Chuck, build me a dog tracking site.
Yeah, check it on it.
Jan, does that giant one from Costco still only count as one hot dog?
Yes,
Am I
yes,
hurting you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're talking
It's a
about with the
problem.
IKEA one.
Yo.
Oh, it's IKEA, right.
Oh, the 20-incher.
Yeah, the
I'm
Nancy
looking at this-
Reagan was a classic. Yeah.
I'm looking at this podcast and they got people putting up some disgusting numbers. Like
The Regulation Podcast?
someone
Yeah,
fucking
this is-
had
Is it about hot dogs?
238.
No, it's not about hot dogs at all.
Oh. No, it's about friendship and embracing absurdity.
Yes,
Yes.
just
Wait.
like us.
I see.
Wait a minute. Can
Wait,
we
they're stealing
all
our gimmick?
listen to what I just said? Someone on their list has had 238 hot dogs in a calendar year.
That's not
That's
that
almost
crazy.
a hot dog a day. I guess it's missing 70 days, but like that's a lot of hot dogs.
It's like every day of work.
Oh, that's
having
that's
hot
It's
their
every
listeners.
weekday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's their
Someone
listeners.
calling themselves K Van Dev has had 379.
Okay. Wait, is this like since they started tracking?
Oh,
I don't know, but I'm gonna barf.
I'm not
It's not
happy.
your stomach.
I know, but it feels like it is. Jeez. All right.
Yeah, these are former Rooster Teeth people and stuff like that. Yeah.
So like Gavin from the Slow Mo Guys, Jeff Ramsey or Laser, I forget what his last name is now, but Andrew Panton. The gauntlet is thrown, and you
Yep.
know what?
Wow.
Can we throw in people outside of us 5? Like, can Chuck, Sean, and Will add to those numbers?
Actually, let's
endorse
have everybody
this.
track, and we'll just see. We'll just see where we
And
end up.
endorse this.
Okay.
We're announcing our new premium show with Joey Chestnut also.
Yeah.
He's from the Bay Area, all right?
He's
can't
been a
watch that
Giant
guy
Bomb
eat.
member for a long time. We just haven't. He's been behind the scenes.
Right. He's gonna count
Will
towards our
just
tracker,
said
yeah.
he
Of
could do
course.
4 at a time, all right?
Oh my God!
Time.
Let's go.
We want to be able to like, see the benefits of subscriptions and realize these things?
How about when we do the road trip, we only eat hot dogs?
No.
Okay.
Ooh.
Deal.
No.
gas station
No one
no.
says that. Oh,
No.
even Dan's like, no.
There'd be so many
Wow.
opportunities to eat fun regional food.
Even
Say hot
Dan's like,
dogs
that's
only.
insane.
Fun
Anyway,
regional hot dogs.
Also, our vehicle would be ranked with hot
Oh my
dog
God!
farts
Oh my God! I
real
can't.
fast.
Listen, well, hang on. On this
farts.
note, I have been in contact with the Wienermobile in the past.
Yes.
I don't know if
Tell
they
us,
still
how have
work
you
with
been
the
in
Wienermobile.
It just you never
They do.
like. Okay, they never.
I was
going to
drive the Wienermobile into PAX during a PAX wrestling thing. Aaron Trites
Right.
told me I wasn't allowed to do that, and also said it was impossible because it was on the second floor and you can't drive the Wienermobile up an
That would
escalator.
be a major problem.
But I did have Wienermobile contacts at one point in my life. So
Physical
we could do the road trip in a
Wienermobile
Wienermobile.
Can someone on our internal Discord make a new channel with everyone saying hot dog count, please?
No.
Oh, good idea. I'm on it right now.
Okay.
Let's have
all
a
right.
cooler of hot dog water in the.
Did you hear?
the
Did you hear
RV.
why Dan and Jeff Bacalar left Giant Bomb? Did you hear what it was over?
It's fine.
hear
I
Wait,
will.
it's due to hot dog only rule. What does that mean?
Wait, are we racing? Are we racing
No.
among each
No,
other?
no, no,
Or
no,
is
no,
this
no, no.
co-op? Is this
Co-op.
co-op?
It's co-op.
Racing.
It's
Let's call it
connectivity.
couch co-op since no one knows how to use that phrase anyway.
Yes. It's connectivity,
You know what?
compadres, but with hot dogs.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it a step
Great.
further. I don't know why you're so fucking proud of yourselves eating hot dogs. What are you so proud of?
I don't.
It's just a fun food.
It's
It
fun.
is
We're
a
just
fun-
having fun.
It's a fun thing to be proud of because you shouldn't be proud. Like you're right. Like that's
Not
Can
so
you-
much fun when you really
Hold on.
deconstruct it,
Yeah.
is it?
There is an
think
alternate world out there where the
It's the
opening.
Napoleon Dynamite of pride.
I think this is the definition of irony.
No.
I'm not
No,
sure
it's
though. I
not.
don't know. There's a lot of it in hot
But-
dogs. I think.
But
No,
there
it's
is an
not.
alternate world out there where the opening of TMNT 2 Secret of the Ooze is not about pizza and it's just
Right.
people
Jen.
just
Yeah,
hot
Jan.
dogs.
This is sacred.
Jan.
This is sacred. This is sacred. You can't take this away from us.
Jen,
It wouldn't
you
work.
Watch your mouth.
With or without your help, Bacalar, I will make this the hot dog podcast.
Look,
Jan,
At
I'm
best-
gonna have a hot dog today, brother. All
at
right.
best, I'll have a brat. Can
It
get-
does sound
is it-
really good right now.
Is that okay if I just do a bunch of sauerkraut and brats?
I think it needs to be in a bun.
You need to delineate, but you can count it. But you have to make sure you let us know it's a brat.
I
Don't
want
say it's a hot
Andrew
dog.
I want
mean-
Andrew to tell us if it counts if we eat a brat, because that might be a little too
Sure.
It obviously doesn't count. Like obviously a
obviously
brat.
doesn't.
is a hot dog.
It's not a hot dog.
Highfalutin
Highfalutin? What do you
dogs!
mean? Highfalutin.
Kielbasa!
Man, K-Boss is so
Fuck
good.
out of here. Oh
Okay.
my god.
All right,
That,
folks.
that casing is a little tough sometimes on the kielbasa.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Andrew, for lighting a fire within me to aim for
Trying to
something
find
else.
my wiener. Damn, my Wienermobile emails might be on the old Giant Bomb.
How
thing.
often do you think people work for Oscar Mayer?
Yeah, is it a revolving door at the Wienermobile factory?
No, I heard you stay there for a while.
Like that's got to be a stepping stone of people's career paths to, like, I don't know, Jimmy John's. I'm not sure. Where they're going.
All right, gang. That about does it for email. Send your emails to bombcast@giantbomb.com. You know what? It's not just us that has made this a hot dog podcast, all right?
I know. Everywhere I go, it's hot. The Glizzy's in stereo. I can't escape them, man.
No. We used to sell a shirt with Patrick Klepek dressed up
That's
as a
true.
hot dog.
Yeah.
I know. It's not just you. It's
The
my hockey
traditional
team.
Giant Bomb birthday present is 16 plain hot dogs.
It
So
is true.
yeah.
It is true.
It's every. Oh
There's a
my
precedent.
God.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Mike Minotti, hit me with any YouTube super chats if we got any.
We do. Zachmo says Dan is going to turn into the lawnmower man via Virtual Boy.
Oh.
Speaking of, I want to play that weird Sega Genesis lawnmower man video game
Yeah,
someday.
I do too. Yeah.
Strummer Bro says we've seen a lot of games adapted to movies/TV shows recently. Any films or shows or books you'd like to see turned into a game, a la John Wick?
Commando.
Oh,
Good wife.
Commando would be fun.
A commando roguelite playing as Colonel John Matrix.
Yeah, it'd be awesome,
Yeah,
actually.
that would be
Shit.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
So many of
XCOM,
them.
but the Predator movies.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh, I see. Predator. Okay, that'd be pretty good. Yeah. Gosh, we had some, Alien vs Predator games. Has there ever been like a good just Predator game?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
There's the NES one.
There are some who will tell you that Predator asymmetrical online multiplayer game was good.
There's that Hunting Grounds or something. What was it? What was the one on PS2?
Predator Hunting Grounds.
Concrete Jungle or something was the PS2 one. There's like a third person. Yeah, it's not great.
Okay. Migsy says, Jeff Backlar, is 3D printing keycaps the next hot thing?
No, I don't think so, because
it's like a very specific kind of plastic, right? Like,
they're usually ABS. I know you can print ABS, but there is a level of like, finesse that a real keyboard keycap has that, like, I just don't think you're getting out of a 3D printer. I printed a couple of those like keycap fidget things for Dib, and we had to use a regular keycap because the ones that we kept 3D printing would like crack. You can do it, but it's not the next hot thing right now.
It's just not worth it, right? Because you'll just be able to get the better quality, like guaranteed thing from someone who will have like a warranty and shit. Like,
and the way they print on the real keycaps with like either it's like what are the sublimation and double shot and all that stuff, like the printing technology is so much better and crisper. It's just it's not there just yet.
Tricky Love says, wanted to put Super Battle Golf on your radar if it isn't already. 8-player friend swap golf with items like guns, mines, and orbital lasers.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds good.
Sure.
Super Battle Golf. Let's look at that. Mixie says, MN. I think that means me somehow. Aren't you supposed to be vacay in Disneyland? No, I came back from Orlando, and I wasn't in Disney World. I was in Disney Springs, I guess, for a moment, if you want to count that. But nope, that was a long weekend. I'm back. Mixie also says, I'm sad there's no Blake Club this week. I'm spared. Boy, do I need just 1 week break. Boy, I was so worried. Let's do it today. But he hasn't, and we can't anyway. There's no time.
That's actually, we had that one meeting today.
Yeah.
We can do it. We can do it today.
Actually, we can't. Absolutely not. So
I think we can do it today, right?
I need to be there, and I can't do it today.
People in the chat, do you want it today?
Mike, what do you want for your Delight Club?
Was there that demo for that game that's kind of like...
You want to do that? I think that'd be awesome.
Oh, there's the Mythologies game that I sent you a code for.
Mythologies, like, maybe we'll check that out, and if that runs low, you can just watch me play Overwatch.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, my chat really wants it today.
Yeah, too bad. There's literally it's not actually any time to do that. It's 2 hours, and our meeting ends at 5 p.m.
Buddy-duddy.
Yeah.
Wow. I wanted to let the record show.
Yeah, great. Zombie Point says, my favorite Mike is British Mike Death Triangle. Yeah, what's your favorite Mike era or Faces of Minotti?
Bank robber Mike.
Of course.
Yeah, but I've already said that. Yeah.
Sales pitch, Mikey.
Oh, Bank Robber Mike with Kayla would go incredibly chaotic.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Sure.
In our creators. Yeah.
Jesus
I love the same people are like, you need to punish Dan Reichert real hard and be or like, also we want to see you suffer today.
I mean,
want you to
duality
work
of man.
and suffer.
They want to see everyone on Blake Club suffer because that is the mission. Like,
it is the whole point, right?
That's not the point.
Yeah.
It feels like it's been the point.
It feels like it. Rio Rocket says, who on the crew would do their dad's job the best? Dan is a postal worker. Backlar is a taxi medallion broker. Mike is a doctor. I'm not sure what Grub or Jan's fathers do, but say to them, well, I definitely can't be a doctor. There's a lot you have to learn about doing that, and I don't know it.
I mean, my dad hasn't worked since 2015, so I think I could do what he does now. Well, I guess he sells baseball cards on eBay, so I could figure that out.
My dad sells plastics? I don't know.
I was going to ask, what does your dad do?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He's retired now. I could do that very easily.
Yeah, my dad was a busser for several years. I could do that.
All right, then. I still think Dan could probably do his father's job the best. I was going to go with it. Big Fresh says, Backlar, you watch Shorzy?
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan. I think I still like Letterkenny more than Shorzy, but Shorzy has surprised me. I thought season 3 of Shorzy was like surprisingly really well written and kind of like very impactful in a really big way. I've not seen. I have to finish. I think I have to finish 4 and 5, but they're only like 5 or 6 episode seasons. Yeah, that's great. I'm a huge fan. Hell yeah.
Next up is Andrew Panton, who says, "I'm sitting cozy on this throne." I think he's referring to his hot dog throne.
We're coming for you.
You can have it.
No, I refuse.
Zacy
Absolutely
says,
not.
10 hot dogs a day for 15 days, and you already win.
Ew.
Just think about it like that, everybody.
I'm
We're
going to
almost
text
there.
Bacalar every time I have a hot dog. That's what I'm going to
There
do.
you go.
I'll do that too. Yeah.
That's actually fine. I have no problem with that.
Okay,
That's
great. Thanks.
easy.
Oh man, training for a hot dog, training for a marathon, and also trying to eat the most hot dogs in a year.
It's protein, Jan. It's protein.
There
Is
you go.
it? Is it?
Instead of those gel packs and stuff you put in your running belt for the long run days, just have like, what? They're so cylindrical. I bet I've got like one of those zipper belts. I slide like 6 hot dogs into that belt.
Oh, like a bandolier? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll go ahead, Backlar. Do you want to say something?
No, I'm trying to like really unpack the whole thing. I also think it's like they're just like fun little like little pink wiener floppy things, and I think that like leans into the whole thing as well. Like, oh, that's just a funny looking food product anyway. I'm just trying to understand the psychology of it all, because you can all like look beyond all of these, on its face inherently disgusting things, and still be okay with it. I'm trying to understand it. Is what
I think a big part of it is this reaction right here, Bacalar. The fact that normal people are so weirded out by it that it's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna eat a bunch of them. Isn't that crazy?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Zombie Port says, "If I Venmo Jan money, can you use it on hot dogs?"
Don't Venmo
Shaking
me
his
money,
head.
please.
He does not want that. Migsy says, "Grub, would Blizzard ever bring back Blackboard?" Hey, Migsy, does Grub look like the Blizzard guy around here? Does Jeff Grubb know that Blizzard thought about putting John Blackthorne, whatever his name is, in Heroes of the Storm, then it didn't happen? Do you think he knows that?
I did know that.
Oh.
But no, Mike's definitely the Blizzard guy. Mike, what's happening with Blackthorn?
They're not going to bring Blackthorn back.
No, they're not going to bring Blackthorn back.
Probably not.
They'll probably like re-release it again and again. Like they'll do that.
It was in that arcade classics collection or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's fun. I mean, they're probably gonna bring 330 Dwarves back before they bring Blackthorn back. I don't think they're gonna do that either. So yeah, I don't think it's it.
Yeah, Rock and Roll Racing. They'll bring that back.
Well, now because that would be a nightmare because they had to pay for those rights for those songs before, and now it's gonna be hell because you actually
It'll just be a mode in one of their games. They'll just have a Rock and Roll Racing Overwatch night.
And then Andrew Penton's back with a generous one here saying some starter hot dogs or even brats on me. So there you go, everybody.
Oh,
first dogs on Andrew.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right, boys. That about does. Well, Mike, is that it for Super Chats?
That is in fact it for Super Chats. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mike Minotti, for reading them. Boys,
You're
what
welcome.
do we got? Okay. What do we got going on the rest of this week? We didn't get time to plan out yesterday because of the holiday, but we kind of got stuff loosely plotted out. No Blight Club tomorrow because of
It'll be a
some
Delight Club.
appointments. So we'll have a Delight Club. Maybe we'll just sit and eat hot dogs for 2 hours.
Oh,
No.
delightful.
Maybe, but maybe
I'll
not.
if I see you in a Discord or something, I will Discord in from New York City with a hot dog in my hand.
Oh, please.
Sweet.
Please do. Game S mornings popping off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Rat Grub.
That's right.
Voicemail Dump Truck has now moved to an earlier time, folks. We are now up an hour, so 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern time, I believe, is the new times for that, because this Thursday we're starting a new premium series with our own Abby Russell, Marimi Tomodachi. That's right, folks. It will be we'll be streaming it fine, but then we're gonna 86 the archive, and the VOD will live on for premium members. What else we got going on? UPF we have yet to decide, but who knows what it could be. Anything is possible. Anything can happen. Maybe we'll just make hot dogs. Who knows? I don't know.
Hot dog stream.
Hot dog stream. Folks, anything else that I forgot that is popping off on the website?
No. We'll have lots of coverage of new games soon.
Yeah, we'll certainly be doing This Is the Run more with Millionaire. Obviously, travel and stuff has made it difficult here, but we're excited to do more, and you will see more.
Yeah, we might try to record one of those today. We'll see.
We shall see. Also, if you haven't checked out the first episode of 9 Lives of Mr. Mistopheles, as Mike pointed out earlier, I suggest you go check that out. I think the show, which was supposed to be Chuck's little outlet to de-stress from work, is now killing him. So go enjoy that.
That's just
whose fault is that?
That's the content creator's curse. Like, that's how it goes. Yeah.
Exactly.
Also, just sabotaging him, like making him put command lines into trying to reprogram the game on the fly.
Oh my God.
Well, he's the
not
one
even a
that-
part of the show, and I like how offended on his behalf that you are.
How dare you? I just see myself being
Why
chucked.
would you play Skyrim and not play around with the console command? Are you a child? Get out of here.
Never occurred to me. Never occurred to me.
never
The
thought of
game's
that.
already basically for babies. It's so easy. We gotta do console commands.
Yeah, to
Oh my
make the
God.
horse big. You gotta have big horse.
Oh, you're a child, man. The horse is big. Now I'm happy.
Folks,
This is such a
Some of
weird
those
thing for
words real
you.
intelligible.
that about does it for this week's episode of the Giant Bombcast. Hey, I don't know. Go like and subscribe. Go rate the podcast higher than Metroid Prime 4, or at least the same review score across podcast platforms. He's been Jeff. He's been Mike. He's been Dan. I've been Jan. Shouts out to Sean for editing the show. Love you, Sean. Shouts out to Chuck. Shouts out to Will. Shouts out to you at home. We love you. We'll see you next week for another episode of the Giant Bombcast. Goodbye.
Did I really say...